with skipping. What are you drinking? What are you wearing?
Sure.
Oh, I had a whole thing planned for that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, you lost the 20-minute window to do it. So I don't know. I don't care. If you want to do what are you drinking, what are you wearing, you can do the intro then. But I'm going to go right into it if not, just to get the ball rolling.
But what are you drinking? What are you wearing? Is it pretty? Is it cute?
All right, fuck you. We'll do it when it's a 3-hour episode, and everyone. Because last time we did one of these, everyone like gave us an hour and a half or an hour, and then went to bed, and then it was like 2 of us left at the end. So I was just trying to avoid that. But no.
Oh yeah, I've got a hard out in 30 minutes, by the way. So
that's fine. Thanks for letting me know, Tyler.
Well, my wife took the kids to grandma, so I'm good.
Oh.
Nice. Well, me and Andrew will close this one down. All right. I'm just gonna get. All right. So we'll do what are you drinking, what are you wearing for you assholes.
You don't have to do that, Keith.
No,
I would
we're
never
going
ask
to.
you to do
Absolutely.
something you weren't comfortable with.
That's what you've always said, but that's not true.
Oh, jeez.
What was I gonna say? I can't remember now. I had a thought. Welcome back.
And welcome back to
episode Lift Hard, Live Easy 3 of the Unpaid and Underrated Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Big Keith, joined as always here by Big Nate.
He won't even let me interrupt him anymore. What's this place going to? He meets me one time. He thinks he runs the place. I don't have any power anymore.
No, you are weak and small and not
Keith is feisty tonight. Everybody buckle up. Keith's coming for my gosh darn throat.
True, Nate, because after he met you, he came over and told me, he's like, Nate's a lot stronger than I thought he would be.
I did say that when we
stronger. How does he know that? I didn't pick him up.
Okay,
when I hugged you, your back had muscles. I didn't expect that.
Oh, well, what the heck's that supposed to mean?
That you look smaller in pictures.
I don't like that at all. Jeez, ow! I thought Keith once said that I was becoming the Jack Nate. I guess he took that back.
Something moved in his.
You are. I mean,
yeah, that's.
I mean, Nathan Thomas is on the downward. You know, he pulled out of the meet, and you know, you almost did a meet, so you both equally lifted the same amount of weight this weekend.
That's true. That is true.
You know, so you are neither of you are Jack Nate this week, I guess.
No, I was guy that runs around with a microphone, Nate, this weekend.
Indeed. So, all right. Well, this is the recap episode of the Lift Hard, Live Easy 3. So we're going to go around real quick, and I'll introduce everyone, or let them. Yeah. So Andrew, say hi, buddy.
This is Andrew here.
Yep.
Hi.
We got a big new Curt this week as well.
Yeah, big Curt here, by the way.
Yep. And then we got big Garrett.
Anthony's.
Okay. Are you sure you're not Matthias? I'm so confused of who's who anymore. It's all just a shit show of who's who.
I don't know anymore.
We got one of the Damagers over there.
Yeah, this is a big Damager.
That sounds like Jen.
Yep. I mean, that's well, and then yes, good segue, Nate. That might be your first segue. Welcome to the podcast, Big Jen.
Hey guys, howdy.
And then we got Big Daniel, Big Spicy Pizza. I think we probably won't get into it, but there is going to be a new Randy. Do you guys see that shit? And I want to save it for next week. But my God, that got me heated. That stuff that Tanner posted in the Discord a second ago about the person bitching about the order. It was just the most obnoxious email I've ever read. So I can't wait to see if there's any fallout from that or any.
I think they were trying to order. I think they were trying to order the meat shirt.
They were. It was literally the meat shirt.
Yeah. It's like
we can get into it. Sure, we can give it a minute.
If you're that into Massonomics, like you should know how this stuff works.
Yeah, they're gonna order them. They're gonna sell them at the meet, and then if you're not at the meet and your size is gone, oh well. I did.
Maybe they're just into Cowboys, Keith. Have you considered that?
I don't. Oh yeah, because it is a rodeo. I mean, it's not my first rodeo, but I did let that one go over my head, I guess, until just now that you said it. All right. Anybody drinking anything fancy they want to talk about?
Nope.
Good deal.
No.
Extremely dehydrated over here.
That big.
Oh, is that a limited one? 9 of 10, 6 of what number are you, Chris?
I have no. I don't even.
Oh, I did hear. I didn't get someone did say that he got I think David wrote. So they're talking about the Keith head koozie with the what is it? It's the beach on the one side and the my handsome face. Big Keith here, by the way, on the other side. Big David. One of the Davids handed those out, and someone had mentioned they got an authenticity card of one of whatever.
There were only 10 made, Keith.
I don't believe that. I saw more. There had to have been more than 10.
They're on the blue ones. There's only 10.
Okay, so 10
There's
blue, 10 orange.
Yeah, 10 of the blue, and then there was like I think 50 orange, 50 green.
Oh shit! There was that many. Okay.
It came with Chris. It came with a card that said there were only 10 made. What do you mean you didn't read that part?
It's downstairs. It's waiting to be hung up in the gym. I just don't know it off the top of my head.
Oh, come on!
I don't remember everything.
I don't believe that.
He was so nice to give me number 2 because I'm always the bridesmaid.
Oh,
way back joke.
I thought that was Daniel. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we said we got a meat shirt. Garrett's just wearing a random tank top. Damager's got a nice build fast formula. Jin's benching 315. Daniel is probably sweating his ass off in his flannel from the meet, and Nate is wearing a Metalnomics shirt. It looks like.
do I look big now, Keith? Do I look big in pictures now if I flex really hard, huh?
I don't know. I think it's just.
Now I've got a complex.
It was a compliment. Like, I get that it's not a complex, or it's not a compliment because it's like, well, you always think I was small, but now it's like, I guess if I.
It's a backhanded compliment. That's
yes.
But if
Nathan, you look really small in pictures, but in person, it looks like you actually have muscles. I don't know how to take that.
You feel like you have muscles.
Yeah, when I touch you, Nathan, you feel strong.
Well, you know, like when you give someone a hug, you can really like. Some people surprise you at how big their back. Like when I gave Nas a hug, and he had like the biggest back like indentations.
You really feel people up.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy cow!
I gave a lot.
Missed out on this experience.
I had a lot of people hug me this weekend, and vice versa. So
Keith and I's hug made it on into the YouTube recap video.
I saw that.
That was cool. It was a good video.
Special.
I will have a quick tidbit on that. We won't really recap the whole thing because that's what the whole episode's for. But so I was watching that at lunchtime, and remember how I was kind of not upset, but like I was disappointed that I didn't get to make it into the post meet picture because he kind of waited till everyone was gone to say, hey, let's get a picture. So in the video, I was watching it, and it was like right where he says, that's a wrap. We'll see you in 2026. And then it went to an ad, and I was like, well, that's the video, and I fucking just turned it off and went about my day. And then my wife wanted to watch the video that night, and then I was like, oh, there's like fucking 10 minutes left. What the shit? So he got me twice with that see you next year bit. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, obviously we're here to just kind of talk about the whole weekend. We can just go in chronological order to some extent. Anybody have any stories about traveling in that they wanted to hit on that was kind of...
We're not even going to talk about the coffee discussion they had in the main podcast. I have 6 pages of notes to discuss the differences between iced coffee and cold brew prepared. I thought that's what this episode was about.
Well, no, you have to come on next week when it's me, Joey, and O'Doyle.
Daggone it. I have so much research prepared as to the effects of acidity in the end product depending on cold brew versus like a Japanese iced pour over. I guess we'll have to save that. We'll release that on the Patreon. Make sure you subscribe.
Well, you can always just do it in post, and it'd be good. Just add it.
A 10-minute dissertation. All right, I'll put that in post.
We'll all go to bed, and you just stay on and keep jabbering.
Okay.
Put all your thoughts in the description on the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Who? See, I think Andrew probably flew in the farthest, right? Or I don't know.
Probably. Well, I don't know. Damager and I might be pretty close.
Yeah.
In distance.
I think Scant's had it the worst.
Well, no. I'm talking about this people on the podcast. I'm saying.
Yes. Well, yeah, still.
Yeah, flying in though wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
No problems.
The only issue I had was just the people in Minnesota. That was it.
God, worst fucking drivers. So.
Be careful.
Yeah, me and Stephanie and Damager and Jen both had the same. Well, actually, and several people had the same thing: fly into MSP, get her car, and then drive over. I didn't realize how shitty of a drive it would be. Like I thought, my only experience last year was driving from Sioux Falls down or up, that is, and it was just like the greatest drive. You just go 80 miles an hour, and it's awesome. It's like very easy, 2-lane highway. The Minnesota drive was just horror. It was just bad. Just a bad
street, but they only do the speed limit. That's it.
Yes.
If it's 60, they do 60.
Yeah,
that's it.
And I was like, I don't know. There's something
an hour over.
Well, from what I understand, if you weren't going the speed limit on the drive from Sioux Falls up, you were going to get a ticket this time anyway, so you're probably fine.
I got lucky on the way back, and there was a guy that blew past me in Minnesota, and I kind of just followed him at a distance. He had to be doing 90, I was doing 70, and made that ride so much easier.
Good deal.
So did David get pulled over for going too slow? Wait,
No, too fast.
Too fast?
He got a speeding ticket, and then he got pulled over for
not merging over.
Yeah, some new merging over rule.
That's weird. It's not a thing in California. Like that's
zipper merges.
No. Like if there's police on the side of the road and you don't get over, you're getting a ticket. Like if you don't go like 20 miles an hour or get the fuck over, like you're getting pulled over.
Yeah. We have real traffic out here. It's like 5 lanes. Where are we gonna go?
Makes sense.
Oh
yeah, no one goes fast enough to hurt anyone in California on the highways. It's all backed up.
Shoot. You have to. So he's going like 90 miles an hour. Damn, David.
I heard he was going 120.
No, it was 80, and it went down to like
it was a speed trap,
55 or something. You know,
shoot.
Or maybe it was 60, and it went to a 40. He didn't.
It's the government, man. They're trying to get him down.
Tickets in Minnesota are stupid expensive too.
That's all right. It's not like he spent his life savings to get to South Dakota. So.
And on koozies.
Yeah, on koozies and travel expenditures.
So if we stick in chronological order, let's go with Curt and Garrett and kind of hit us off with volunteering and getting the gym basically over to the Ramkota. Were you guys both there and helped out with all that? It looked like.
Trailers, so I missed the worst part. But Curt can talk more about.
So Curt did all the work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't take too much credit. There were probably 15 of us that were hauling plates up and down stairs. So it seemed to go real quickly. The highlight of that was I ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time and was one of the people that got to bring up the big sandbag with the netting and the easy curl bar, and I managed to not slip and get crushed. So I was pretty pleased with that. But it went really fast. There were 3 or 4 trailers worth of stuff that we brought over. I don't know that we took more than 20-25 minutes to get them all loaded up.
Oh, wow.
With everyone that was helping.
It's a lot better than last year, it sounds like. And I imagine carrying a sandbag has to be a billion times better than bringing all those stones out for last year. Like that's just logistically, it had to be a much easier transfer, I can only imagine. So you guys got all that set up in the morning. They set up the booth. A lot of us got in Thursday-ish. We can kind of, I guess, go to loggers unless anyone did anything before loggers. I got in. Well, yeah, Nate got in before loggers. So did you do anything fun there, buddy?
Oh, I mean, so I flew in direct to Aberdeen because my trip was sponsored by Floral Designs by K, and we spare no expenditures. Flight in Aberdeen is such a fun thing because there's like a gaggle of silly geese and just other people that are going to Aberdeen, and I'm always curious what the other people are doing because it's so the people I sat next to were going home for a family reunion in which the lady told me that they had 45 first cousins, and I was like, that's a lot. And then the guy next to her said, yeah, there's nothing to do here in the winter, which I thought was pretty funny. And then we got off the flight.
There's nothing to do. It's just
there's something. On Saturdays, things get pretty crazy in Aberdeen. But we got off the plane, and it was my first experience of the Aberdeen airport, which was hilarious.
Just a little guy.
I did not realize that it was literally just a box. I had lived very close to a small regional airport, and it's substantially bigger than that. And it was very funny. But when we got off the plane, there was a family waiting with a bunch of signs. And we were standing in the baggage claim. And then all of a sudden this girl just runs across in front of all of us and is just crying, and her family's crying. And it was some reunion, not the family reunion, a completely different family reunion. And that was quite an experience, to witness there in the Aberdeen airport. Apparently long lost family was reunited with tears. And
I was sitting next to that woman on that flight, and from what I understood, they were just very happy to see her because she had to sit by me.
Yeah. Oh, also huge news on the flight in from Aberdeen or into Aberdeen. Brad the Pad was sitting in the emergency evacuation seat, which I felt
very
so
safe.
safe. It was like
Nice.
best case scenario. On the ride home, I sat there, so everyone nearly died. But and he sat in the back. But yeah, when the lady, it took like everything in me when the lady was like, because it was like a row in front of me, and like, are you prepared to assist in safety, yada yada? And I just wanted to stand up and be like, you have no idea who you're talking to, man. That man is so qualified for this job. But yeah, other than that, a bunch of crew got in. Shout out to Jake and his wife for picking me up, because I just mentioned that I might need a ride, and I was just going to message him when I got there if I didn't find one, and he was just there to pick us up, which was really nice. I didn't even tell him what time our flight was. He just figured it
I think he literally like could either see it or, well, maybe it was I can't remember. I think he posted something about heading to the airport or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's only 2 flights that go in.
Yeah.
It's not hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Like there might be like 1 or 2 that come into the airport, but so he picked us up. He drove us through Aberdeen, which was fun to see the entire city in one drive, and dropped us off at the hotel. I was rooming with our buddy Sam of the No Warming Up type, and he was driving with Hogan from Ohio, so I didn't have a room. So I did in fact get to sleep on Matt's floor for like all of an hour or 2, which was very exciting.
Nice.
I did get to fulfill that. He had like a really fancy chair in there that was pretty comfy. I almost slept on. But yeah, and then everyone's like, do you want to go check out the convention center? I think they've got some stuff set up. And I was like, sure. And one of my whole goals was to do a nice video where I surprised Tanner, and I got it all on tape. And I walk in the convention center, and he was just standing in the back. And I was very annoyed that I didn't get a nice, cool video of him being shocked, but he was pretty surprised, and that was pretty exciting. But I didn't get it on video, so you guys will just have to believe me that he was surprised.
I did see it. I was in there.
Oh, yeah.
I can vouch too.
Yeah. He was very surprised.
Yeah, that was very fun.
Kurt.
Enjoyed that part of that. And then whatever happened after that, I have no recollection. So
I remember I picked up the other big Curt from Philly, and I asked who was on the flight, and he was like, you didn't hear this from me, but Nate GPT is here. And I freaked out a little bit because I was super excited to see us.
Yeah, you just messaged me and were like, something very derogatory, and I was like, what did I do? Did I post something accidentally? Like, it's like, I hate you or something like that. And I was like, oh no.
No, it was you, motherfucker.
Oh, that's what it was. I was like, what did I do?
It was ambiguous enough.
Yeah. Well, the one of the best moments of me trying to surprise everyone was that I showed up to the terminal in MSP, and Brad the Pad just goes, oh, I knew you were coming. And I was like, how'd you know? And he's like, I don't know. I kind of knew. And I still don't, to this day, neither of us know how he found out or who told him. But yeah, that was surprising. Everyone was fun. Oh yeah, I guess we hung around the restaurant bar area before loggers. I snuck away with Eddie to go find spatulas to use as microphones for the weekend.
That was actually good.
So for the audio listeners, if you don't catch, make sure you're following Unpaid and Underrated on Instagram. I think that's our handle. I don't know.
There you go. Close enough.
Close enough. Follow us on Instagram. I'm posting tons of content, made tons of videos, and in all of those videos, I have a little Keith Ed microphone. And so to source the parts for that, I had to escape to Walmart because I was afraid to get attacked by TSA for taking a weapon.
Smart.
So I had to get that on site. But yeah, I did that, and then we went to loggers. It was exciting.
I think everyone made it to loggers, right? Anybody not there? Anybody have any good memories from that night?
I do remember when we got to our tables, the table next to us had people, and they were like, yeah, it's something called Masonomics. I thought that was pretty funny.
I witnessed Dodds calling Anthony Mathias in person.
Oh, God.
He comes up to him and he goes, oh my God, I love your video when you're squatting with the cat jumping on you. And Anthony's like, what? And we were both like, he's joking, right? And he just kept playing into it like he was dead serious. And then Anthony goes, not Matthias. And Dodds is like, what?
Listen, Dodds just remembers who people are by the fact that he can pick them up or not. So
I did pick. It was my last thing I did at the zoo was pick Dodds up right before I left.
There you go. On that weight, easy. Anyone could pick him up now. He's so light.
Yep, little guy.
Yeah, the loggers was very cool. I feel like a lot happened there. Our table witnessed like some kid throwing chalk all over a pool table at one point, which was pretty crazy. That made me not. Yeah, it reminded me. It reminded me I didn't miss my kids that much at that point. I was just like, yeah, that's something my children would do. Glad they're not here right now. But I do miss them. I love you guys. If you're listening 20 years later to this, I do love you guys. I did miss you. But witnessed all kinds of crazy things. The craziest part about loggers was the fact that like all of the orders for everyone was just taken on paper with a random description of every person on it. And that was just the most impressive thing. Like, I think I heard at one point it was just Andrew Redshirt was on.
Yeah, I was Red Andrew.
Red Andrew, that's what it was. Yeah.
I tried to get Randrew and she wouldn't go for it.
But it was just the craziest thing. I think Matt, Bremy, and I, at one point, Jen and Chris, they drove us there. Oh, that's an important part of the story. But they drove us there and they left because they woke up at like 2 a.m. or something. We're complaining about being tired. And so Matt, Bremy, and I were sitting there and we're like, we'll just hang around a little bit. And we just waited, I think, like an hour to get a bill. It was crazy. Slamboozled. But it's the only time in my life I've wished for one of those like little Applebee's little things where the bill's just there right in front of you at all times. Yeah. You guys know, like that's the only, I hate those things with a passion. But at that point I was like, I would love to just pay for my food and feel like I could leave this table and not like accidentally dine and dash. So
no, I didn't have to worry about that. Stephanie was there with me and she only stayed for like an hour and a half and then kind of just made sure that a couple people knew I needed a ride and she paid the bill and dipped out. And then, I proceeded to have another 3 or 4 beers and very much enjoy my Thursday. I had hardly drank at all the last year, I pretty much haven't hardly drank at all. But I really wanted to enjoy myself a little bit. And I was like, well, Thursdays was the night I'm going to do it. I did. So if anyone talked to me too much that night, I was probably a little more tuned up than I usually am. So
the crazy eyes came out. The culture eyes.
What'd you guys think of the food at Loggers? I thought it was pretty good.
My God, the chicken for being $1 and like it actually being real chicken and breaded. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I had 10 of them.
Nice.
I had 10 of those. I had maybe 5 of the ribs. They were all good.
Yeah, chicken strips were good.
I was just really upset. Jake was like, 3 weeks ago I posted in the Discord they're running the special, which I was like, that doesn't matter to me. I can't literally for this recap podcast I was like, I don't remember what happened last weekend, and I was physically there and I was just like, I didn't know there was like a chicken nugget wings combo deal going on, and I got a burger and I get up and start talking to everybody like, the chicken's so good here, the ribs were fantastic, and I was just crushed. I was so crushed. That sounded amazing. And everyone was like, you should just get more. And I was like, I will die. I was so full from the burger I had, but I was very sad. I didn't get it.
Completely forgot about that.
What'd you say, Chris?
Said I completely forgot about that as well. I just had a burger as well.
Yeah. What'd you say, Daniel? Randy, sorry.
Now you got to come back to Lift Hard Leave Easy 4.
Well, what if they don't have the special? We need to time it up so the special comes back around.
Jake will put the special in, Discord 3 weeks in advance, and you won't see it or forget about it.
I'll just do this for the rest of my life. I don't think you understand how I work.
You'll just never notice it.
Yeah, I'll never get it.
I'm a chronic menu investigator before I go anywhere, so I reminded my table of the special beforehand.
Yep.
I typically am too, but the theme of this trip was live fast and loose. No rules, no preparation, just exist. And that's what I did.
So did your wife end up surprising you to get you out there? I remember you kind of told us, me and Joey, but I don't know if you have a story you want to share.
Part of that is, well, I got
as little or as much as you want to share.
Well, there's certain parts that I can't share because it's not public information yet.
It's fine. Just move on.
But basically, she was gonna get it. She was gonna send me for Father's Day, and then there was a family thing that was supposed to happen that exact weekend that came up before she had gifted that to me. And she told me, she was like, hey, I really wanted to send you out, but now we can't. I'm really sorry. And I was crushed. And then a few weeks later, after Father's Day, we found out that that was no longer happening. And I was able to go, in which after we received that phone call, I didn't mention it because I didn't want to be a turd. But then suddenly, like a day later, she's like, oh, that means you can go to Lift Hard, Leave Easy. And I was like, absolutely. I sure can. That sounds great. And then I booked my flight and headed out there. So yeah, it was like, I was probably like 30 days from the Lift Hard, Leave Easy that I figured out I was going and whatnot. So
nice. Well, we're glad to have you, buddy.
Yeah. And apparently she slid into Keith's DMs about it. So
she did a while ago. And then I was like, but she did it on you and you. And I was like, well, he can see these if he really wanted to. So let me like just delete this and be like, all right, yeah, I guess I shared all the information. I was like, if you need anything else, just follow up with me on my personal.
Yeah, she was very confused by all of that.
Sure.
She was like, he does what? And then all the messages were gone because Keith deleted them. She was like,
I didn't want to spoil it.
Well, it's all right. She wasn't going to figure out any of the travel anyway. Are we moving through loggers? Because I do have one last logger story at the end of loggers.
Yeah, I want to hear about the end of your log.
Yeah. So at the end, after Chris and Jen left us to dry at loggers, Matt, Bremy, and I all were kind of just like standing around, like, do we want to go home? Do we want to keep going? And then we all just decided, like, let's just head out. And then none of us seemingly wanted to ask for a ride. So we walked all the way home from loggers back to the Ramkota, which was kind of nice. It made all the burger digest real good. And it was a beautiful night until the moon came out and all of the mosquitoes descended upon us like ravenous dogs. That part really sucked. I will say that we walked over, if you've been in Aberdeen, South Dakota, like I have, I know some of you haven't, be ashamed to never have attended, but
or to miss this year.
Yeah.
Or last year or the year before.
Anyway. I would never do that. The bridge that you go over when you're headed back, as we were descending down that bridge, Matt Cesney and Waffle Iron drove right past us with a gigantic car and refused to pick us up. Just honked, waved, and just kept driving with only two people in their car. And so the rest of us were left to walk like a mile and a half home. But it was nice. It was a great little bonding experience of walking home with like 5 dudes.
I know why you guys left loggers so early, and then you were just walking around the hotel looking for something to do. I was like, we were at loggers. There was something to do.
I don't know. Listen, Keith, the theme was no planning, fly by, and they said, do you want to walk? And I said, sure. And I wandered off.
Do you think the elevation of that bridge is the highest point in
Very much so. It was very high. I was very scared. The best was Matt is walking and he like kind of falls against the fence that's on it, and he's like, oh, that must be for drunk people that can't walk without falling. And we're all just like, yeah, but like you. And he's like, no, I'm
There's not a lot to do in the summertime either.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. Anything else about loggers?
I don't know. Do we want to talk about, comparing it to pounders real quick, or?
Yeah, no, we're good.
It was way better.
Yeah, it was way better.
It's way better.
Yeah.
Free peanuts. I mean, I don't know what pounders is like.
It was
way better.
Pounders the first year was fun.
First year was great.
Second year we just outgrew that place.
Yep, that's fair. Yeah, no, I had a blast. It was a great time. So that wrapped up Thursday night. Well, no, then we got back to the hotel and there was all that drama fucking outside. That was some wild shit.
Yeah,
dude. The best part about all of that is I'm wandering around the hotel with Mofo, just trying to find somewhere to like hang out until whenever, because there was nothing to do in the Ramkota. That was the only downside, is like at night there was nowhere just to like sit and not be a bother.
If only we could have been at Pounders still.
Well, yeah, listen, again, no plans, no thoughts, only action. But we were wandering around, and like one of the employees sees us after like all of this. Oh, beer bottles are being thrown outside and all of these things. And she's like, "Are you looking for something?" And we're like, "Just looking, wandering around, checking the place out." She's like, "Okay." And we wander around some more, run into her again. She's like, "Are you guys still looking?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're just looking for somewhere to like not be a bother and not be like people at door 6, wink, wink, nudge, nudge."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, okay. I'll just open the whole convention center for you." And then she just unlocked it and just let us sit in there after it was locked. And she was like, "I'll leave at 3 a.m. Let me know when you guys head out, or just shut the lights off. I'll know that you guys are gone." And I was like, there's people just throwing beer bottles outside. They're calling the police, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we'll just unlock this for this other group of people who seem obviously safe for I don't know what reason. Maybe because Mofo has a mustache. I don't know." But yeah, it was very funny of just like I feel like given the history I've seen so far, you should not trust anyone. She was just like, "Just don't make a mess." And I was like, okay. But then she walks out the door. She's like, "I'm going to go check on these rowdy people." And she's like, "I'll lock this door so they don't come in through here." And like 3 minutes later, Ryan just walks through said door that's supposed to be locked. So that chick was doing a fantastic job on all accounts of keeping things safe. Hopefully her employers don't listen to this. But yeah, that was quite a hilarious night of just like, hey, people are outside throwing beer bottles. We're calling the cops. But hey, the rest of the hotel, we'll just start unlocking it and letting people in whatever they want. So who knows? The Ramkota is a crazy place. It was a rodeo. It's the Wild West, I guess.
That's good stuff.
Were any of the doors unlocked, or were any of the doors locked?
I don't know. I saw someone put a note. Yeah, that like you had the whole like put your card in to get through this door, but I don't think anyone ever.
They were all unlocked.
They were all unlocked.
Maybe like from like 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. is when they lock.
Well, yeah, that's the danger time there. You gotta lock it up then.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ryan, he was the one that gave me. I got a ride home from Pounders with him, and I kept making the joke about how like I'm gonna. He handles the clutch and I'll shift, but he wasn't. He wasn't down for that.
5 beer Keith is wild.
He was.
You at Pounders again this year?
Yeah, he doesn't even know where he was. Those Mick Ultras, man. They wiped his memory.
Did I say Pounders? Yeah.
He forgot a whole year.
Loggers. Lager. It's like I always struggle to pronounce it because it's not like log like LOG. It's like law LA. It's like I want to say lagers, but it's not lagers.
You just say loggers like LOG. It still works.
Yeah, I guess.
But speaking of those sitting around, I do think that the Fairfield was better for that aspect.
The fire.
Like, at least it had the fire pit and like, a nice patio. Yeah. CC, Curt hung out the Fairfield by himself. We should have went and hung out with Curt.
So when I first joined the Massonomics Discord, it was around the time a lot of people were booking their hotels, and there was a lot of talk about which hotels people were staying at the previous year. And the Fairfield came up a whole bunch. And someone had mentioned that they were having trouble booking a Ramkota room with the discount code for the event. I was like, oh, well, I'm not competing and I'm going to have a car with me. I'll just stay at the Fairfield and let someone else have a room. Here, I'm pretty sure I was the only person from the event staying at the Fairfield. So.
That's funny. It's like a significantly nicer hotel, but
it was nice.
Like 15
it was quiet.
minutes from the venue doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
And quieter. I don't remember a peep last year. I couldn't sleep at all. And this time, so Toby and I were across from each other, and we had the room next to us had 2 dogs.
Oh,
and so
that's horrible.
They were whining and barking all the time. And then the wedding party, I swear, was in our row or our aisle, and it was just in and out and just loud talking all night. I'm like, oh my God, the worst. So even being at the convention center and being able to like just walk to your meet, it wasn't worth it. Not this time.
So that's like me and Jen said the one night that like we didn't hear anything.
Nope.
Oh.
I heard nothing on that side of the hotel.
It was silent where I was.
Even when they were in the pool the first night, I could kind of hear them, but not. They didn't keep me up. I could just hear a lot of noise down there. And I just looked out the window. I was like, oh, Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 guys in the pool trying to climb across some lily pads. Then I just went back to sleep.
It was I think it was Saturday night when I came back. It was so loud. Um, and there was like 3 doors between where the wedding reception was and where they were still partying and like where our room was. I fucking shut every common area door behind me just to try to make it a little bit quieter because I knew it was like this is gonna be so fucking loud in my room because we were only like a couple doors down from the stairwell, which was fucking right above all the bullshit noise. So I was like, I'm just gonna shut all these doors.
So anyway, Big Jeff and I talked about, hey, why don't we just go hang out with Curt real quick and just chill over here for a little bit.
Oh, dope. That's cool.
Spend 20 minutes trying to get the fire pit to start.
All right. Well, that's basically. I think we beat Thursday to death there. So Friday, weigh-ins, breakfast, billboard, the gym, all that good stuff. Anybody have any really good stories that jumped out? All the new merch that everyone picked up.
Millstone was not ready at all.
Oh.
And we all got split up, so it was like separate groups coming in. And then at one point there was 23 of us waiting there. And they just had no room to put us anywhere.
We left I rode with Chris. We left at 9:30. I did not leave Millstone until 11:45.
Oh my gosh. We had the same waitresses last year, Chris. Like at our big table, we had the same lady.
She came like towards when we started getting our food, she came around to help hand the food out. And she was like, "Oh, these guys are awesome." And that's all she said. There was one woman there that was extremely mad that we were like, when you were in her face as she was like putting menus back and she's slamming these menus into the holder. She was so mad.
Money is the worst.
No kidding. Jeez.
Massnomics party of 69.
It was about 69 people.
There was a lot
to shove into the mill house. It was a lot of people.
Yeah, there was a lot of us for sure.
So Jonathan Genelee's husband did say that they had new owners. So I don't know if that made a difference or not, but
we used to be a proper country. That's all I have to say.
We used to be a proper millstone.
I will say that my husband ordered tea and the lady asked if he wanted sweetened or on sweet. And I looked at Keith and I said, she just said on sweet, like Tanner says on.
Maybe they're related.
Maybe.
Probably. I mean, everyone that I meet was Tanner's cousin, right?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much every Heinrich was like, I don't know how you say his name. Heinrich. Thanks. Was working out. Sorry, not to Saturday yet, but basically anybody in town was basically his brother or sister.
Nice. So everyone who kind of like saw the booth for the first time or saw the convention ground for the first time. So when I walked in, I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that it opened at 8. I knew weigh-ins were at 8:30, so we just decided to go down at 8:30. I didn't realize they actually like the doors open at 8. So when I walked down, there was already like 30 people in line, and like half the shit is like I'm lucky I didn't wait any longer because I picked up that sweet orange shirt. And I think a handful of people had already tried to, look at it or whatever. And Big Jess actually had it in her hand, like holding it for me. She was like, joking around that she was going to buy it, but she was really just going to either buy it and sell it to me or hold it for me till I got there. So, but that thing's awesome. I loved it. They had an unpaid underrated one that Matt Sudling ended up getting. If anyone's not sure what we're talking about, there, Tanner's wife's mom. So his mother-in-law makes all these custom shirts like once a year. I think it's the second or third year she's done it, and it's just like a cut off flannel or like a cut off long sleeve shirt with like frayed arms and stuff, and just sews a bunch of t-shirt logos and stuff on them. So they're really sick and they were reasonable. Like I didn't even know how much it cost until we checked out. And I was like, I think I had to like reverse engineer what it was, and I was like, I think it was $40, but I don't really know. Yeah. I don't really care because it's a fair price either way for all the work that they were more than $40 worth of effort went into making that shirt, I'm sure. So I could not argue with that price. Got the Silly Goose shorts. Got them another meat shirt.
I really enjoyed the box of sale items that Tanner had, which was just extra small and 3XL t-shirts.
Yep.
There were 3XLs?
There was, a few of them. It was just very funny. And the whole time I just like kept going back and be like, could I fit one of these? Like, could I fit in a 3XL? Like, what would it look like?
Yeah, it was pretty slim pickings this time, but in the past, it's been pretty
No,
good.
like
We've gotten quite
year
a few.
year one, there was like a large, like huge Rubbermaid tote. This year it was like a small box.
Yeah.
Getting more efficient. You love to see that. Mr. Wonderful would love to see that on Shark Tank. Efficiency or something like that. I don't know.
I didn't realize that the good shirt, you know what shirt I'm talking about, that won't be named. I didn't have my glasses on, and I thought it was just like the regular one that was blurry.
Oh, that is hysterical.
So
That's
I had
really, really
read that
funny.
Dave, Big Dave wanted the shirt in the Discord, and so he's like, we might be able to help you with that. Well, I was thinking like he had a holdover that he was going to give Big Dave for the meet, and then I had someone send me a message and said, "Hey, can you pick me up one of those shirts?" I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So I asked Tanner, I'm like, "Hey, can I have one of those shirts too?" And he's like, "It's literally right there." I'm like, "Oh, okay, then I'll take two of them." So I had to make two separate purchases because I
That's
didn't
funny.
realize that he was selling it.
That's really funny, Jen. That was like I wore the blurred one to Home Depot one time, and some dude just walked by and was like, "Oh, dude, I thought I had a crazy morning. That shirt messed me up." Like it was like 9 a.m. I was like, the blue's not right on that shirt. I complained to Tommy, it's not the right blue, which he enjoyed arguing with me because I'm also colorblind, so I have no grounds to stand on. But yeah. All the silly goose. I didn't realize until everyone got home the silly goose shorts had the goose on it on the.
I didn't either until I was taking the picture of new shorts. Who this? I'm like, where's the fucking goose on my leg? I was so confused. I was like, oh, okay.
Where'd that hawk come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was because I was between those and the shorts I did end up getting, and I was kind of sad I missed out on the goose shorts. But oh well.
You didn't get the silly goose ones?
Huh?
You didn't get the silly goose ones?
No, well, so here's the thing. In my proof that I exist, I was trying to replicate Tom's wardrobe as much as possible, and I'm pretty sure he has the green Massonomics lifting department shorts. So I wanted to get those so I can wear them and match him. I just need to get one of the shirts that he owns, and we'll be perfect twins.
You're going to end up like Robert pretty soon. The guy that sent the email.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I haven't.
That's like it's too much. It's too new lore. Yeah. Like I.
Dang, all right, yeah, Robert, that guy.
I'm funny, goddammit.
No,
Who are
you,
Robert
Vicky?
Obrist?
I've never heard anyone argue that they were funny like that except me. That's funny. That's good stuff. All right. I think we, a lot of us went. You have to go to the billboard. You got to go to the gym. That's just kind of what you do on Friday. Like when you're trying to convince your spouse to come out. And I was like, well, what the fuck is there to do in Aberdeen? And I'm like, well, it takes a day to get there, literally, and then you got to weigh in and go get breakfast with the homies and do the billboard picture and go to the gym for like an hour, and that's pretty much all morning. Then you figure out what lunch is, and then you go back to the hotel room for another couple hours, and you go to Danner's house. Like that's the whole Friday. You don't have to really go fill it up with stuff to do. There's enough micro things to go do that it's a pretty full day. And before a meet, you really don't want to be running around too damn much anyway.
Did you guys get to? I got to try the pendulum squat. Did you guys get to try the pendulum squat?
I did. I loved it.
It's quite fun.
I watched Hogan and Nicole put it together for 2 hours, and I was like, I'm glad some people are helping. I felt bad that I probably should have offered, but like they seem to always have at least one or two people over there helping. I think Bremy was helping him at one point, which is kind of I got a kick out of because he's like, he makes gym equipment and stuff, so he's like, I think he knows his way around some nuts and bolts and whatnot.
It was really funny that across from Hogan, they were like at a different table at Millstone, and they talked about. I said something about, I was like, did you guys, it's disassembled, right? And he's like, yeah, we're going to go build it after this. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I really want to try it. I'd love to come help you guys build it. And he's like, oh yeah, we'd love to have you help. And I was like, great. And he's like, okay, cool. You can just ride over with me after this. And I was like, awesome. And then he left, they got their food, paid, left. We still had not even got our food. I did not get to the gym until the thing was built.
That's wild.
Like in the time
he was
of
building it like forever.
I don't know how that worked out, but
That's hysterical.
it was like I realized that now. It's just like, yeah, I said I was gonna go build that with them. I showed up and it was done. Like they were just putting on the stickers and whatnot.
Who was it that got so annoyed at Millstone they just left and Venmoed someone else at the table money? I know someone told me they did that because they were like, "We're not waiting any longer. We'll just let the other guy pay and we'll."
I know
money.
the answer to that. I don't know if we need to say their name.
No, you're good.
It could have been me, but not me.
I thought it was you.
It's not. It wasn't me.
One bit.
I waited.
Did you read the story that they put on the pendulum squat?
I haven't read it. It's in the funniest place though. It's like it's so
I had to
hidden.
take a picture so I could read it.
I think Tanner posted it on the Instagram with whatever post he made about the pendulum squat. The like last slide in that is
right. Okay.
The story because it's like really long.
It is long. Yeah.
It's very long. Yeah. She did. No, she said you're so handsome. That's what she said.
You say so, buddy.
But
handsome and strong.
So, Curt, we saw you down at the gym getting a little workout in. Did you get was that before or after or during the? I saw you down there doing some double overhand deadlifts. It looked like.
Yeah, did the Fairfield not have a good enough fitness center? I thought it was a better hotel.
Had dumbbells up to 50. You can get real strong there.
Yep.
But actually, I have a little bit of a story from my workout that may tie into our next topic here. So I don't know how many people watched the video where they were talking about getting their new dumbbell racks and ending up with the Alibaba version and whatnot. And that at one point, Tanner made the comment that like the one downside is with how the dumbbell racks are laid out that kind of tucked away in the top right corner are 50-pound dumbbells. But, Tanner's so big, he's like, I don't think this is going to be a problem for anyone. Well, I'm quite a bit smaller than Tanner. And so like I, get my hand out of there and I look down and there's like this nasty flap of skin and everything. And under that, all I see is white. And I'm like, oh God, that's bone. And I couldn't move my finger. I'm like, it's broken. And my very next thought had nothing to do with like driving home or needing to go to a doctor in a different town or anything. My first thought was, I'm not going to be able to compete in the cottage cheese contest.
That's my spoon hand.
That was my spoon hand. So thankfully within a few minutes I could like move it again and everything, but I had a little scary moment that I thought I broke my finger with the very thing that Tanner assured himself wouldn't be an issue.
Dude, I picked up a dumbbell off the top rack. I think I don't know what weight. It might have been like 30s. I was like, yeah, I'll just grab these off. And I was like, this is not meant for dudes that are my height. Like I could not. I mean, I know I'm strong. Keith said that, but like the maneuver of like lifting as if that is meant everyone in Aberdeen is tall, so good for them.
Tiers, you have to like reach up and out to get.
Yeah, it's impossible. I don't understand.
And my whole thought was I don't want to break a York Roundhead, so I'm going to use just the pro style dumbbells, and if I drop one, who cares? But
yeah, we did the pro styles to do Hogan's the Orange Crush challenge. So we started at like 50 or something, and it was the top. Yeah, so the ones that you broke your hand on, it was the ones I think I started on, and they were a pain in the ass to get down for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm writing a letter to the manager.
Yep. Strongly worded email. All right.
I wonder who did the tea. Like who wasn't wearing their shirt. That makes.
I am very curious about that as well.
Yeah.
I never got the story of the person who got kicked out of the gym.
Oh no!
I didn't either.
Next time,
I'm gonna have to go to another event.
I've asked Tanner multiple times, and he's always like, "Oh yeah," he had just told it at the zoo on Friday. He's like, "Okay, next time I tell to somebody, I'll come get you." And I've asked him multiple times, and like I've still don't have it.
There is no story.
We'll tell you sometime.
That's okay. It's more incentive to go back. It's just.
Brimmy
they're more open for your fault. They're less busy, I should say.
Andy Pandy tried to get me to tell him the story he asked me a couple times. It was more like, should I ask Tanner? And I was like, well, you can ask him, but he's fucking busy right now, so he's probably not gonna tell you. It's something he's got to kind of like casually have some like a few minutes of downtime to.
I heard there's a lot of it's a lot of setup and that it's very beneficial if you know the back catalog. So
Yeah.
I'm I'm
Yes.
very
Factual.
excited about it once I hear it.
Well,
I think about it like every time before I go, but I never think about it when I'm actually in Aberdeen. So I always forget to ask.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
good story.
He should just host a seminar when we're all together.
That's basically what he did the first year. Like we were all sitting at the table, and he just gave everybody this story.
Yep.
Tanner's TED Talk is just the kicked out of gym story.
All right, Keith, what's next on our docket?
So Friday.
Oh,
Basically-
speaking of the gym, though, before we get to that, I just want to publicly apologize to Hogan. I was attempting to create a speed run home gym review of the Massonomics gym, which will be dropping on our Instagram. Make sure you follow that. And I accidentally ran in front of him and Nicole while they were filming a video, and I still feel really bad about that. So just wanted to put that out there. Sorry.
You should
Go
feel
on.
bad.
Go ahead,
That's
Keith.
horrible.
Public apology.
dare
Unpaid
you.
and underrated would like to apologize.
I think you have to buy him a new pendulum squat now.
Yep, can't afford that. I went to Aberdeen.
That's about the cost of one. I think.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Like how much I could have like $7,000 worth of new gym equipment.
You could have a
in
new
that gym.
laptop.
Well, I have one now finally. Like, but every trip I've taken could have had a new laptop.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
but look at all the time you've had with your friends.
No. That's
Did you
why I
put a
fucking
price
didn't.
on
That's
that?
why I didn't get a laptop for fucking 2
Yeah.
years because I didn't care that much.
For us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for you. Yeah, you guys. All right. So, anything else? I think that pretty much. Prior to Tanner's, anybody else got anything?
People were playing Pokemon. That was pretty crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. I did like the pool hangout. That was finally like because it was so hard to get everybody together because we were so spread thin. So having everybody at the pool and just people playing cards and Pokemon, drinking beer, that was one of my favorite days.
Then
The
remember,
front slide was the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have never laughed so hard in my life than watching people go down that and just get their shins destroyed.
yeah, wasn't it in the shallow end too? It wasn't like a
Yeah,
it
1
wasn't
foot
made
deep.
for adults. Yeah,
It
that's
did not have a good ending. to
I've
the
never
slide.
seen a pool. Someone pointed it out. The very beginning of the pool is marked as 6 inches deep. I've never seen
Ours is 6 inches.
a pool marked that in my
Okay.
life. And I have children. Like I've been to kid pools. I've never seen that. So that was yeah. That frog slide looked like the most uncomfortable slide I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And as an active parent, I've like gone down some slides that were not comfortable, but that one looked like it took the cake.
We have a video of Scants going down it, and he hits the lip, and he like perfectly stays in a seated position, and then just slams into a foot of water.
A foot of what?
Water.
What a
Water.
Yeah, I think we never really made it to the pool. I think we ended up going out to. Stephanie and I went out to Mavericks again and did our nice steak dinner, for like lunch ish, and then before we went to Tanner's. But yeah, I think everyone got their fancy clothes on, and that was always cool because it's like it was supposed to be cool. Like it was like comfortable in the morning, but it ended up being like fucking like 89
Yeah.
degrees or something that night. Like I regretted the entire time wearing that second shirt, like my the orange cutoff. Like I had to because it was fucking orange and it was just awesome. But goddamn, I sweated my ass off that whole night wearing that thing. Like my neck is still sweaty from that. But
You didn't bring pants to wear?
her pants, back pants. Go fuck yourself. I love you, buddy. Somebody, whatever. So Curt, it was your first time seeing Tanner's house. Was it like, man, this is what a this is the kind of lifestyle a single family income with a agricultural banker of some sort can manage to have. It's pretty good, nice dwelling.
Yeah, it's a nice setup, but I mean, coming from Denver to Western Northeast South Dakota, the cost of living is a little different. So you
Yeah.
kind of just expect there to be space for activities.
Yep.
I like to think that he's able to have such a nice house because of us.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, he does tell me that everything from Massonomics just goes back into the budget.
Yeah, so you're welcome, Tanner.
But yeah, it was the same deal. There was you just see that like the trifecta of the group photos I put up today. You can kind of see how much we've grown.
Yeah.
Year one to year two was a huge explosion. It looked like it was definitely more people year three, but like it was substantially more people. Like there was a lot more growth from year one to year two, but we didn't
Yeah.
really add like the meet itself didn't necessarily get bigger from year two to year three, but to have that many more people in his yard was added at the party was pretty cool. Still disappointed. A lot of locals don't show up. Like a lot of like people that compete and just a lot of faces that you saw Saturday you did not see Friday. That one still always kind of confuses me why people just won't come out and hang out with us. But whatever. There were still 150 of us there.
Lot of pork, man. A lot of
There
pork.
was. That was always
There
good
was some
eating there.
pork and cheese.
Did
Was
anyone
there
see
cheese to put on that pork? I missed that. I missed the cheese.
I missed the cheese
Cheese
myself.
No cupcakes though.
I will say after maybe the awards ceremony, I walked back inside to look if there was any more like sandwiches or anything. And one of the older relatives of someone like happened to walk. I was just like in there by myself, and I was like, "Oh, it looks like there's just scotcheroos left." So I grabbed a scotcheroo to eat, and one of the older ladies, no offense if you're listening,
Right.
just
Dana, I think.
well, she
Maybe.
just walked in. She's like, "You want a sandwich?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." I didn't even. This is just so kind. And I walked over, and there was just so much pork left. I didn't even realize there was still
Oh
pork in there.
man.
And she was like, "I'll make you a sandwich." I was like, "Honestly, if you just throw like a giant heap of pork on this plate right now, I'd be so happy." And I just had a giant.
I saw you eating said plate later that night.
It was great. That's really all I wanted the whole time. But there's so many people I would want to ask for that up front. But
No side hot dogs.
yeah, no side hot dogs. I was upset. I did have the idea when I was in Walmart with Eddie to buy a George Foreman grill and a lot of hot dogs and start cooking side dogs for everyone Friday night.
That's
but
really funny.
That would have been really funny.
I blew all my money on microphone stands. So
I was just waiting for Jen to go around and just start smacking the scotcheroos out of people's hands and telling them not at my barbecue.
yeah,
fuckers."
this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, scotcheroos
But
at a
let's strip
barbecue.
and go naked.
They can have cupcakes next. We used to be a proper country where we had strip and go naked at our parties.
But yeah,
I was hangry. I wasn't stopping any food because I just wanted to eat. I would have eaten all your scotcheroos.
They were good. There was a never-ending supply of scotcheroos. I don't think I ever saw them run out.
You don't know the Midwest, like I know the Midwest.
Well,
a few of us pregame that at Taco John's.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to Taco John's, and then we saw Curt getting ready for his eating contest.
Got to keep the stomach stretched.
Yeah. That's what Joey Chestnut says. Dude, just aside before we get into the food eating competition, Joey Chestnut just competed but he completed an event where a group of dudes went to a Bears game, or not, Cubs game, my mistake. Went to a Cubs game and ate 99 hot dogs, drank 99 beers in 9 innings. And I was listening to one of the dudes talk about like working with Joey Chestnut because he was doing it with him. And at one point, the dude was like, Joey Chestnut turned to the guy and was like, "No one cares about how you feel. They only care about the number." And it's like, I wish I would have had all these quotes for when people were getting ready for the cottage cheese eating contest. Because the dude, like the things that they said Joey Chestnut told them about like eating and food, Curt might have been able to come back with all of those tips. That's all I'm saying. It was the inspiration we needed that was just a week late. I'm very sad. But yeah, just remember next time, Curt.
I mean,
no one cares how you feel. They only care about the number.
Those tips might help, Big Eddie finish because I'm pretty sure he's still eating his cottage cheese.
DNF, man. He's just in there for a snack.
Just enjoying life, eating some curd.
That was the craziest competition I've ever seen in my life.
Very
was
well.
The fact that Daisy actually reposted it is
Yes.
Dope.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I work for a different dairy company, And that all happened while I was at a corporate offsite team building
Oh,
event. I was like checking my phone. I was like, oh God, I hope HR doesn't see this.
You did what with who? Next thing you know, you're at a Coldplay concert and you're holding the bucket of cottage cheese. Like, respect my privacy.
There's a meme there. So Garrett or Curt, did either of you do any did you guys do any prep? Did you do a dry run of just like how much cottage cheese can I eat?
Run.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Hey!
I did quite a few half tub dry runs leading up to it. I had zero experience with Daisy Brand. That was a new one, but I was pretty consistently putting down 12 ounces in around 20 to 25 seconds. So I was pretty embarrassed with my performance when the clutch time came. I completely fumbled the ball there.
Yep.
I heard you brought your own spoon too.
I did. I may have left that in Aberdeen. Casualty of the event.
I also left my microphones in Aberdeen, and I just set them both on the little coffee table, and I'm curious what the maid thought of two little pie cutters just sitting there bent to complete because they're bent completely flat to work perfectly as a microphone. So it's like we've got spoons, pie cutting serving trays. Like what was this group into?
But I think Garrett was the real star of that. Like no offense to like the winner in second place.
No offense.
I'd love
to
hear
Matt.
Garrett's perspective on this.
Yeah.
I want you all to go back, and I already told him, but go back and look at Jake's performance, because the way that man went down to a knee.
Yeah, he was literally like crouching the whole time.
To eat. So Matt obviously looks like he's a good competition eater, and that's why he won. But you watch Jake's performance, and you can see that man has gorged before, and he knows how to eat. Like, just go watch his face. Like, he's just like, I felt a kinship with him. The
that
way
man
that
has
he
gone
was
goblin mode in the pantry at 3 a.m. before.
Yeah, exactly.
His fat hack is you got to take a knee to shovel it in, be at the same level as the table.
It's like the squatty potty, but for eating. You have to take a knee to properly open up the esophagus and all the other pipes.
Just don't break any more squatty potties, Nate.
You got it. I can't promise, but I'll do my best.
When they posted the video and Jake said, "I've never seen Garrett eat before, but this is exactly what I expected." I cried. I laughed so hard. And then every time I opened it up and it was showing, I cried again. And I finally just screenshot sent to Jake. I'm like, "This is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen." It's so funny. Sorry, Garrett.
To be fair, I do finish a lot of my meals just like this. So.
Dude, it was disgusting, dude. Like, you literally had more cottage cheese on your chin and shirt and your neck than you did in your esophagus.
I'd never eaten Daisy before. I didn't know it was that thick. So I just assumed I could, drink it. My plan was just to drink it, but it was not.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, other brands go down so much easier.
Right.
I'm still dry heaving from this shit.
So I didn't realize also how thick it was. So I was just kind of doing my normal where when I was practicing, I could just basically shovel it into my mouth as fast as I could and my throat would be clear by the time the next spoonful was there. But I just had like a backlog sitting in my throat. So I'm just sitting there trying not to vomit up the contents of my throat. And I'm hearing all of these sounds of desperation coming from Garrett.
We're going to clip that part.
Gagging and groaning noises, just trying not to let it affect me. So the last thing I wanted to do was be the new guy and puke in front of 150 people.
I was so sad no one puked. I was waiting.
Everyone would there was like 20 people in the crowd that would have puked.
I know, that would have been hilarious.
I would have literally puked on you. It would have been so bad.
I think Garrett almost puked in front of Tommy's kids.
No. Well, so I was here and his kids were like kitty corner to me, and I gag and I see Tommy put his hand in front of him and move him back. I was not going to throw up
not
on
today,
your kids.
Garrett.
I would have turned and thrown up on Matt. So
that would have been great. That would have actually been really.
You would have ruined his suit.
I'm curious as to how warm the glass.
Yeah, that had to be bad. Because his first bite of it was like a little bitter looking.
Gross.
Stephanie, so you, Matt, Stephanie, and somebody else all rode back together, right? And Stephanie tonight told me when she realized that Matt won, she was like, "That's why he didn't eat any ice cream when we stopped for ice cream."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was Nate was in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like he may have been going through it the rest of that night from little tidbits I heard.
I bet that had to be brutal.
Yeah, because he had 40 ounces total. Like after 24, it was fine. I went inside, got some watermelon and scotcheroos, but like if nearly doubling that would have been a problem. Although I also was doping. Me and Jake were both on PEDs with the lactate.
Oh, I thought
Just a little preventative measure to make sure the next day went a little better.
we need that. Does the commission know about the PED scandal?
They can try and ban me if they want, but it's already happened.
Doping scandal over here. Jeez.
But watching back the recap video, I saw Matt and Jake both pre-stirred their cottage cheese, which was a real pro move because that creamy top layer was rough to get through.
This makes you want to puke. All right, that was the cottage cheese segment. Moving on to, I did have a couple people. So if Tanner's looking for any positive critiques here, that's not the right word, but a couple people were like, "Where's the name tags at?" And no name tags this year. Definitely had a handful of people that were missing out on those. So maybe bring those back in 2026, I suppose.
Listen, they had enough going on. Keith, relax.
Okay, well, Nate, bring name tags next year, bud. They just need to delegate stuff. They just need to make a list of like 30 things and just start delegate. Like this week, I asked if anyone could help make the show notes, and essentially delegated, and Jen volunteered and made our life a hell of a lot easier. So appreciate that. So they just need to start doing that next year.
Okay, so Keith has volunteered to bring the name tags next year.
Yep,
well, mine,
that's what I heard.
I have mine. I have numero unos. Yep. There you go. I mean, they're like $20. Just go make one. It's easy peasy.
I did find we didn't have name tags, we've been together for a long time. Maybe not Curt, but
yeah, but there was definitely there was some new faces I didn't recognize.
Yeah, for sure. But then I was thinking to myself, I go to work sometimes, and I've been at work like for 27 years, and there's times where I like see someone, I'm like, oh hey, guy.
Hey, you.
I've worked with you for so long, and I can't remember your name right now. But then I'm at his party, and I'm like, how the hell do I know 100 and some names, like right off the top of my head? It's because you care. You care.
True.
So next year, if you get a "Hey Chief" or something from Jen, she doesn't care.
Oh, that's why she only gave me compliments. She couldn't remember who I was.
I definitely had to say "Hey Bud" or "Hey Pal" like 3 or 4 times. There was a lot of "Hey Buddy," and then it's like towards the end of the week, you're like, "Who the fuck is that?" Like multiple times, I had to like ask someone. I was like, "Do you know who this is?" Like, I don't know who this is.
There weren't many. I just compensate with a hug. I'm like, oh yeah, hey.
So you gotta give yourself more credit than that, Jen. You knew who I was before we had even met. You made me feel very welcome at Loggers.
Thank you. Yeah,
you're the first person to come up to me for the
Keith
whole
is
time.
Supposed to be crew glue, and he was asking you earlier about all the stuff, and I'm like, I already knew he drove. I knew he came from Denver. Like I knew.
I don't think I got to talk to Curt too much. I was very overwhelmed with just trying to.
Keith was a hot commodity all weekend.
I don't know about that, but I was a little more preoccupied too with just having the wife there and having to make sure everything's good with her. So, just was a good weekend though. Very good weekend.
Are we gonna skip over the Hall of Fame?
We can go so we got a bunch of people got cups and a bunch of people got jackets and good stuff. Congratulations. You guys rock.
See Maxonomics.
Keith apparently does not care about you at all. So Keith apparently does not care about them at all.
No, he doesn't have a jacket. Next time we do a recap episode, he gets a jacket. We'll have 45 minutes on what the jacket means and why it's important and all the work someone had to do. But he doesn't have one. I heard Joey got a jacket. I heard they mailed him one. Maybe, I don't know.
don't know about that. But no, so David, Hogan, Andy, Katie, Nate, Garrett all got cups, and
Yes.
Bryce, Lou, Tommy, Brad, and Eddie got a jacket. And Nate wasn't sure if he deserved a cup, and we're doing a little last minute kind of checking.
Yeah, for the record, when we were in the gym, Tanner showed up, and Tanner was just like, "Are you in the Hall of Fame now that you finally made it out here?" And I was like, "I don't know. I said on my episode of Unpaid and Underrated, I got the card and I put it somewhere. I don't know where it is anymore."
Was it you or somebody else? Did I like send you a blank?
No, Keith, you just handed me your phone with a fully prepared spreadsheet to fill out with the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because you wanted to tell me, and I was like, no, just I don't have time for that here.
I figured you memorized it. You could just tell me. I thought you knew how many I had. That was kind of what I was hoping for.
I mean, I could probably look at it. I could probably blindly tell you what you have if I look at the card.
So I realized I had made the Hall of Fame. And that was pretty exciting. I did want to accidentally somehow just make it to the jacket level and him not have one for me. I thought that would have been funny, but I have a few little things I got to clean up before I could get there. But that would have been hilarious if I was like, oh yeah, I guess I'm at the jacket level. Can you get one of those today? That would have been pretty great.
Grab one from the fulfillment center.
Yeah, just embroider that in your basement. Does your mother-in-law do that or whatever?
I did like they had to special order different jackets for Eddie and Bryce.
They look so much heavier too.
It does. It's like a beefy jacket. It is not a nice little windbreaker.
Looks like a bomber jacket.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
Eddie's
is so funny. Bryce is like fits like a glove or whatever you said.
It's like it's like a foot too
snug, just like I like it. That's it. It's very funny. Yeah. I've also, for the record, I had no plan to tear my pants off at that moment in time at the party. It just kind of happened. So
that's bullshit.
I 100%.
I forgot. Matt were scheming. I saw it.
No,
you were scheming with the enemy.
That's not true at all. I had because at one point I was like, we showed up because we were talking in the car about my tearaway pants, and tearaway pants seemed to be a topic. And I was like, oh, I'll bring those and I'll wear them Friday night. But I was like, when do I pull them off? And I think I asked Matt, I was like, when should I do this? And Matt was like, I don't know, for the group picture. I was like, I don't like, that's a lot of people. And I don't want to just like pull attention. Like that feels like a weird move to be like, all right, hold on, let me rip my pants off to take this picture. And like, as I was receiving the cup, I was like, this is the only time it makes sense to do this. Like, I have to do it now. Because if not, I'm just a random guy at a party that everyone turns around to be like 4 people going, what? When like my pants fly up in the air. And that's just weird. So it all worked out. Because if not, I probably would have just had to wear them the whole night and never tear them off.
Yeah, it was perfect timing because it definitely wasn't weird.
Yeah. Okay.
And I really was hoping he had a Keith head under there, though.
Well, yeah, someone was like, do you have Keith head shorts? And I was like, I mean, he didn't do the other
tearaway, in front of everybody.
I regret the Keith head, not having Keith head shorts next year. Yeah, that would have been. I was just actually naked. Someone, when I was walking back, I thought you were gonna moon Tanner, and I was like, why would I do that?
I heard someone say that. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, I heard that.
Like, I wouldn't just moon someone in front of all of those people.
Well, not even the people. There was like 20 people, 20 young children there. That would not be appropriate.
It's like more or less a federal crime at that point.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to prison.
That. No, not yet.
Okay.
All right. Yes, everyone. Some people kind of dipped out a little early. Some people stayed a little late. Huck Finn finally showed up at like fucking 9:00 that night, I think.
It was like 9:45.
Karen was fucking hammered when she showed up because she could tell she was just riding shotgun, just drinking the whole drive there. It seemed like because she was pretty tuned up. But I was talking to her briefly about the home gym nerd T-shirt, and she's like, "Oh, do you want to see it?" And it was like the day before, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I want to see it." So I was like, "Ah, that's pretty funny." So yeah, a little sneak peek of that, and then kind of wrapped up Friday. Anybody have any closing Friday stories?
Hung out.
Got to pee in Tanner's house. So
oh yeah, there you go.
There's no longer an exclusive member of that.
Oh no, there's been a bunch, but yeah.
A small group went down to the fulfillment center.
Tommy's.
Wait,
yeah,
I saw the people. Was it Spicy? Do you have a picture down there? Somebody had a picture down there.
It was me.
Oh, it was
Hogan,
you.
Curt, Nicole, and Colton.
Nice. What spurned what? That usually doesn't happen. So was there like an underlying, hey, we need to buy a shirt for an emergency or something?
No, I think Hogan was like, oh, I'm going to go film am I sleeping in the home gym tonight down there?
Gotcha.
And he went and asked Anthony, and Anthony's like, no, I've already been there. And I'm like, I am going with you, Hogan. I need to see it.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I just happened to be nearby when he's like, "Hey, I have permission to go down to the fulfillment center." I was like, "Okay, cool, I'm in."
Fucking new Curt didn't live in the fulfillment center. He's been crew for 3 months and he's been in the goddamn fulfillment center. Let that sink in, boys and girls.
It's more about who you know.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to motivate people. Like some newer crew that are like, man, there's this like 200 person really close knit family that come out every year. I was like, we can literally, someone can come in and be here for 3 weeks, be here for 3 months and put in the work and be brought in just like one of the old ones. So it's not hard to, if you put in the work, it's not hard to be one of us essentially.
Tanner was trying to make it up to him for being stuck at the Fairfield by himself. Let's be honest.
And there was probably like some bribery for not suing him for, I don't think he signed a waiver before he worked out with those dumbbells and hurt himself. So.
Yeah.
I never actually got permission from Tanner, to be clear. Hogan got permission, and then I was in the right place to tag along. And I managed to not break anything. So
permission adjacent.
I know that guy. I'm just gonna follow this guy.
Tanner lives by the ask for forgiveness, not permission sort of motto. So I think you would have made him proud.
Yeah.
It was everything about the meet, everything we talk about. Like, what about this thing? Tanner's like, I figure we'll just ask for forgiveness. I was like, what about the that's kind of our fallback. I figure we'll ask for forgiveness if that happens. So I think you're very much in the right in Tanner's eyes there.
Yeah, my intentions were pure.
All right. Well, that pretty much takes us into the meet. So let's see. Out of this group, we had 1, 2, 3 powerlifters. 3 powerlifters. Or you were volunteering only, right, Curt? You didn't compete.
Correct.
Okay, so three powerlifters, 2 strongmen, 3 strongmen. Okay, so yeah, nice even group here. So powerlifters, how'd that go? Dave, I think it's everyone that did it has already done one of Dave's meet a couple times, so it seemed like it should just be the old hat, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, it was significantly better than last year.
Nice. What stuck out to you? Other than just
it wasn't hot as balls.
Nice. Was Ramco or was the OD hot? I wasn't sure.
I don't know. Could have gotten away with a jacket in there, maybe.
That's fair.
It was a hockey rink.
Yeah. 6 months later.
Ironically, it was 70 degrees outside, so we could have went to the OD.
I don't know.
This year.
Everyone says that, but like, I
By
think
the end it got warm, especially backstage.
Anyone that was in the back during the end and was all warming up for strongman or competing in strongman when they had the door open the whole time, like there was no air conditioning doing shit the whole time we were doing strongman. It was just whatever it was outside, it was inside, which is still fine. It was still like whatever. It was like 75 degrees. I'll take 75 over 90, which is what the fucking OD was. I don't care what anyone else says. So it was completely fine, Tanner and Tommy. It was great, but
Yeah, the OD wasn't bad. I think the OD was a little bit. I preferred the OD. I didn't think it was hot last year at all. I was more
you're a California sweat hog. It's okay.
I was more warm this year backstage for the strongman.
You guys were packed in there, man. I was trying to get back there to do social content, and it was just a little sardine can back there with powerlifters. It was pretty crazy.
Well, there was several non-competitors back there. Like there were just people hanging out back there, and that was super annoying.
Yeah, it couldn't have been me.
There was
an exception.
There was one kid there who I guess is crew, but doesn't say or is not on Discord. But he had about 4 kids that would come back with him every time. No matter how many times they've said
one handler, fuck
one
off.
One person. That's it. There's 4 kids back there.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have been fine at the OD, but not here. So
not here, no.
It was way too
during squats. I thought it was pretty warm. Then it cooled down significantly, and then I almost took a barbell to the face. Luckily, the kid.
I saw that. You almost got fucking decapitated by the guy next to you. Those combos were a little.
And all I was trying to do was I was trying to go up a plate on ours, and as I bent down to get the weight and brought it back up, he was squatting, so his bar was 6 inches from my face.
Woof.
And luckily his spotter was like, yo, watch it.
I mean, it's a good thing you're wearing that, bright singlet. No one, everyone can see you from a mile away.
That matches Nate's background right now.
Yeah, I want to hear that story.
So I did the Keith heads last year. We'll try to keep it as short as possible, but
you
did the Keith heads on a stick last year, and I didn't know how to one up it, and there was already a koozies out there, so I couldn't do that.
Oh, everyone knew about it behind my back, but me.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
I have seen them and knew that something was coming, but didn't fully know that that's what was going on.
I don't like not being in the inner circle, damn it.
And then, so I looked at a couple companies to get a singlet done, and they were just a pain. It was tough. Like, I wanted your head everywhere. I was just a giant collage of just.
That's what she said.
Yeah, and then I couldn't, for the ones that you just upload a picture, I couldn't figure out how to tell them this is what I want. So then I reached out to Nate. Nate gave me what he's using as a background, and
well, actually, you used that phone background I did with the fancy orange glaze.
Yeah, with the orange glaze on
text on it. Yeah.
So I used Battle Skins, the company that used to make Mastonomic's old singlet, because they were much I uploaded the photo and then it was all emails back and forth. And at one point the guy's like, I gotta move the orange glaze because it's gonna be on your crotch. I was like, no, just leave it there.
I love you, man. That's great.
And then I was like, you don't understand. This is just for a joke. It's perfectly fine. I don't care how it turns out. And he's like, well, it's kind of pixelated. I was like, I can look at it and I can see that it's Keith's head, so I didn't really care. And then he ended up moving the orange glaze on the front, but left the other one on the ass. So it kind of worked out.
That's hysterical. Yeah,
I can't wait to see the pictures with it. So
yeah, no.
It's all washed up now. It's ready to be hung up in the no wine cellar for you.
Oh God!
Awesome.
We get so many questions about my friends are like, "What the fuck is up with your head?" And then it's I can't even. It's it's too much of a story.
I mean, Keith, we've been saying that since before the stickers dropped. But
no, what's in my head?
Yeah.
The screenshot in the Discord of Jake trying to explain it to his mother-in-law was even better.
I laughed so hard.
I think one of my favorite things is people were going up to Keith asking him for Keith head merch.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have any.
I got asked for a koozie 30 times, and I'm like, I didn't make them. I'm not that fucking self-centered that I'm gonna put myself. I love that people do it. It's the greatest thing ever. It's the most flattering. I love that I'm part of the thing, and that it's awesome, and that you guys run with it. But I'm not out here putting my face on shit. It's my friends that are doing it because it's cool and funny.
Yeah, someone came and asked me, and I was like, "No, I've done other things like a whole app to build it into pictures, a website for his movie rankings. But yeah, the stickers, I can't get you any of those. But anything else Keith related, I got you."
I mean, we could, but I don't want to. I don't know. I'd feel awkward if we were having we could go to Plate Stacks and just order them and just have Jeff send them out every time. But then it's I don't know. I think it needs to be something you get from Tanner, or someone else can order them.
Is there a certain point to when there's just going to be thousands of dollars in Keith head merch eventually?
I think we're very quickly approaching that.
It's going to be $100,000 your business pretty soon.
The David's koozies were cool, but that singlet it cracked me up because Stephanie was like, "You have to get a picture with you and Damager," and I was like, "Okay." And I was like, I kind of figured, I didn't know what it was, but I was like, it has to be something with my head. And I'm like, well, it's not what else could it be? It's a singlet. It's got to be a singlet with my face on it. And she was like, you have to see it first, and I'm not going to tell you. So I finally, but it also, I tried not to be a dick. I heard Dave say, don't go in the fucking back unless you're a handler. So, I basically, waited for, a brief lull and ran back there, gave you a hug real quick, saw it real quick, and then ran back out because I didn't want to be that douche in the back. When you weren't supposed to be, but
I tried to you were down there for a little bit, before warm-up started, and I was just real quick gonna throw it back on, and then all of a sudden you were gone. I was like, where'd you go?
As a strong man,
Steph saw it, and she starts dying laughing.
We were in and out all morning because I was I didn't want to make the mistake of last year of just being at the venue just sweating for 7 hours, but no more like 8 or 9 hours before I competed. So I spent a lot of time just hanging out in the room and going back and forth. And I think we went out and got lunch at one point. So it was just, it was very,
I will say the strongmen have it easier that way because I want to compete and then I want to watch you guys go. And I just want to scream my head off at you guys. And then we went out that night and I ate and I was done. That was it. There was nothing left.
Yeah, that stinks.
You guys keep talking about how we weren't supposed to be in the back, and now I just feel really bad because I was all over the place, and I feel like I broke a lot of rules.
But if you're doing a little bit, you were doing content.
I mean, I was doing my job. I was doing the sole perp, but I'm a big rule follower, so I'm glad I didn't hear the rule because I never would have let myself go back there. It would have been very
press pass.
Handler.
Yeah, I asked Tanner the day before. I was like, "Yo, can I get a press pass?" He's like, "You don't need one." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's funny. No, like I had to like beg Stephanie to come back like during warm-ups, and like she wouldn't. Like she came back for like a second, and then she's like, I don't want to be back here. It's like I shouldn't be back here. I'm not allowed. And I was like, okay. It's like you're literally my handler, if you will. So you're allowed back here.
It was probably I know what you mean with strongman because there was only like 25 of you.
Yeah,
there's plenty of room back there.
Okay, because you would have had.
They all just sit in chairs too. They weren't even warming up. All I have is videos of Matt. It's just pictures of Scott and Matt just sitting in chairs with Scott with his shirt off and Matt making silly faces. I have infinite videos of that. No one was warming up.
I felt definitely more prepared going into the show this year, like from the warm up that we had than last year. I feel so. We had ample time to play with the axle. You know, didn't really warm up with anything else. I think I did a couple Jefferson deadlifts with like 135 just to like kind of do it and
pre-bruise.
Yeah,
that started the bruise.
Just warm the hamstring up.
Probably. I think I did scrape it a little bit. Yeah.
Back on the powerlifting side of things. Before I don't know where we're at. What's time?
We're all over.
But a few things on the powerlifting side. So I had this idea, at some point, to mic up the powerlifters and compile a video of just breathing and grunting and screaming. And it should release by the time this podcast released. I'm trying to figure out. I got a lot of videos to drop.
Can people let you do that? I'd be like, you were trying to get to that to me. Like, I'm not putting a microphone on me, dude. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. It is.
Every meet needs everyone mic'd up from now on. It is. On the plane from Aberdeen to MSP, I spent an hour just listening to grunts and breaths, and I have my headphones in, and I just hear like we're preparing to land, and I was like, have I been listening to just dudes and just breathing in my ear for like an hour straight? It was so funny. I like the way that it turned out. I'm excited to put that out there. But yeah, thanks to everyone who let me stick a microphone on them. I do greatly appreciate me getting in your face about that. It was very funny. I put it on Bryce a couple times, and every time I'd walk over to Bryce to get it off, he would like kneel down to let me take it off of him. And I was like, I'm not that short. Like, relax. I can still reach your chest, dude.
That's was I the only one that said no at the end?
Well, at one point you were going for like, I think your third attempt squat. I was like, you want to do it one more time? He's like, not on this one. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
It's like, let me alone, Nate.
Like, you may not want this one because if I miss it, there's going to be a lot of curling.
That's what I wanted. I wanted just as much craziness as I could get. But towards the end, I started miking some third attempt deadlifts, and people started missing, not because of me, but I felt like it was because of me, and I just gave up on the project entirely. So there aren't many deadlifts, but the few that I put it on there, they missed it, and I was just like, all right, I'm bad luck. I'm out of here. We're done with this forever. Yeah, that was really fun. I'm excited to see that, to see it come around. But also the way they did the fire stuff was great this year.
Yeah.
With the poses, except for when people missed it, then it was even greater.
I can't believe Tommy was like, I just walked right past it and just didn't even pay attention to it.
Well, someone was talking about how like the poses almost threw people off more and like took them out of the.
Yeah, I think that would be awkward.
I'm gonna like be really focused for my deadlift, go out, remember to strike a pose, and then like go take my third attempt. And someone was saying they're like everyone that hit like a really cool pose also missed their third deadlift, and it's just like woof, that's tough. So I don't know. It was really funny. At one point, I think it was who was it? Oh, it was Paul. Paul Floss, my favorite dentist.
Good guy.
He the fire turret thing fell like during his, like it fell forward, and I just was
Oh
like,
no.
I was like, that was a little scary, but happens, playing with fire.
Yeah, Tommy and his brother were both in the zone though for those third attempts, because that's around when the volunteers were starting to bring the strongman stuff backstage so that they could get warming up right after the rules meeting. So I was around them when they were getting ready to go out for their final attempts, and I was intimidated just being there.
100%.
The energy was unreal.
That platform 2, flight C, at no point did I want to walk anywhere near it. Like in every lift, it was those set of people were so locked in, because I wanted to like mic up Ryan or Tommy for the video, because like those are perfect people to get. And like the looks on their faces, I was like, I won't even ask them what day it is. Like I think if I asked them something, because I talked to Tommy about it later, and he's like, no, you could have. Actually, yeah, I was pretty locked in. And like Ryan said the same thing. He's like, oh, I would have let you. He's like, actually, yeah, I think I would have like thrown you across the room, not because I didn't like you, but just I was so like in the zone. Anyone would have talked to me, I would have just thrown him or something.
I felt in the way just getting set up for strongman. Like how you said you would have felt out of place if you knew the rules. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I should not be here carrying around axle bars around these dudes.
No, those dudes were locked in. It was all, I loved it though. Like I was like, this is freaking great. It doesn't help my video. But yeah, also to all the people I didn't get, there were so many times where I was like, oh, I need to get that person. Then I realized, oh, they just took their third attempt. Shoot, I'll get them on the next lift. And then bench would go by, and I was like, oh, that was third attempt. Oh, daggone it. And then the whole meet went by. And I was like, well, never mind. Come breathe into this mic for me. Oh, I did get Bryce and Lou kissing on camera, mic'd up. So that's pretty exciting.
Bryce and Lou or Bryce and Paul?
Bryce and Lou.
Oh, wow.
See, people don't even.
Paul kissed me this weekend.
People don't even know what's happening. But I got the proof. Bryce forgot he was mic'd up.
All right. So, Garrett, how'd your meet go? Anything stand out briefly? Daniel, we'll talk about yours when we get to the awards in a little bit.
I mean, my meet went perfectly. Like, awesome. I did everything I wanted to. So I pulled 550. Like, I got red lighted last year, and it's been haunting me for a whole year. So I pulled it this year, and that was really exciting.
That's awesome.
Nice work.
And Dammy, you hit a PR total, right?
PR on squat, I hit 512. I think last year I hit 507, so I took a Keith PR.
Dude, that's fucking it's powerlifting, buddy. If you
missed on bench again at 314. I don't know why. I didn't take a handoff on the first two, and then on the third one I was like, yeah, I'll take a handoff, and I was like, why did I even do that? And then hit 611 on deadlifts. And I was struggling. I've missed 610, 625 a couple times now. During I did a couple of deadlift only charity events. So I've missed them a couple times, and it was nice to actually get into the 6+ teen number, and then a total of 14, 15, I think it was. So PR total and everything. So it was nice.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. For more.
Yeah.
And then there was strongman. Big Curt set all that up single-handedly from what he was telling everybody before we got this chat going. He said Jake didn't help fucking carry a goddamn thing. He said, I made all this shit. You fucking carry it.
Well, so it's funny you mentioned that, because originally we were planning to have a volunteer powwow during the flight C deadlifts. And there was a little bit of a change in plans, and they were going to do the rule meeting out in the hallway during that. And so some of the volunteers were kind of just left to fend for ourselves. So me and Derek are both a little higher strung, as it turns out. And we were both kind of running around a little bit, kind of freaking out about the lack of direction. Because like we knew we were supposed to bring back as much as we could to make the rest of the changeovers easy, but we weren't sure exactly what needed to go, what didn't, where we needed to put things, which bar was for where, which plates for what, because we knew that Jake and Abby had everything so well planned, and we just didn't want to be the people that screwed it up. So two guys with severe anxiety apparently were doing a lot of the moving around of stuff getting set up for that. And it probably wasn't necessarily the best combo, but it ended up working out in the end. We had a little bit of a AV delay that kind of saved the day for us and gave us a little bit more breathing room.
It was good. I thought you guys went pretty fast.
The worst part about volunteering was moving those damn kegs. That was so hard to move in between. Me and Derek were pulling out we had like the two easy ones, but then we had the Big Ben one, and that 275 keg was like, well, I guess if it gets in there and we can't get it out fast enough, I'm not going to smash my hand between them. So
you guys were getting them out really quick. Just watching you guys move them, I was like, damn, they're doing a really good job at sliding those kegs out before somebody gets another one in.
I think Garrett did like 75% of the work because I was so dead from powerlifting. And I'm just like, I'll help you as much as I can. But
there's one video on Instagram where Ryan takes one out, and I think it was Dodds was bringing his over, and Ryan just throws the pad inside the drink spotter just as Dodds is putting his keg in.
Yeah, Brad and Jake's brother did a lot of the yanking of the kegs out of there. I could roll them around and stuff, but I just wasn't strong enough to quickly get them out of there. So, the two of them took on a lot of that work for that event.
But yeah, there was so the mystery being unveiled Friday was pretty cool. Those big ass drink spotters that Jake and Abby had put together and kind of been sitting on for however long. That was very cool. And I was still kind of like confused to how it was even gonna work until kind of towards the end. I was like, oh, okay. So I thought, because I don't remember what I was thinking at one point. I think we were have to like put them in vertically, like Jen does. I was like, well, I can't do that. It's gotta put it in like a normal keg load, or I don't remember what I thought at first. I was like, okay, they're just gonna go into it, but they were pretty cool. They were very cool. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do with them.
He was offering people to just take them home, and if I could have figured out how to take like just the front home, I would have.
Well, yeah, that would have
and hung it up. But I was like, I don't know how I would get this home because it wouldn't fit in the bed of Hogan's truck. So I really had no choice there. Keith, what did you think about your special keg?
All the kegs were awesome, but the one with the unpaid and underrated one with the 1 million stickers on it that Garrett has, that he's probably sitting on right now, was really cool to see. Because Jake did I think before evening weigh-ins, he did a reveal video, but he didn't actually show, because I talked to him later that night. He didn't think that keg was in it. Because he was trying to save it for the next day. But you could see it for like an eighth of a second. And I think I paused it because I could see a big U&U sticker, and I was like, okay, well that's got to be where all the stickers are. So that was awesome. I got a really cool picture with that at Tanner's. I got a couple cool pictures of that holding it up. They must have emptied it out too, because I know it was empty so they must have loaded that one Saturday morning. But that was a cool surprise. So that's what. So if anyone listening that didn't piece it together yet, the surprise implement that Jake put all the stickers on was one of the kegs, and so it was a big U&U sticker from Plate Snacks, code unpaid on it, and then just I think he said he had it was either 30,
like 37, I think.
Yeah, so call it damn near 40 individual people sent him stickers to plaster on the keg. And that was really cool. So that was one of the ones we carried, and everyone could see at Tanner's Friday night.
What was the funny part about that, Keith, is months ago, Jake just messaged me and was like, I want to do this with all the crew stickers on it. He's like, how can you, I know you have a bunch of the files, how can we do this? And I was like, just ask people. If you just ask, they'll just send you stickers. With the crew,
he was thinking he'd have to print them himself.
Well, we were trying to, he was like, we did that? And I was like, honestly, if you just say please mail me stickers, the crew's like, an opportunity to give someone a sticker, I will take that every day.
There's a lot of people that'll jump on that.
Yeah. So, and it worked. It worked very well. Yeah. He sent me the final version of that, and I was just like, I want it so bad. And then I didn't even pay for it because He was like, hey, listen, I'll empty all the sand out. You can check this on your airplane. And I was like, I don't want to try to check a keg on an airport, like in an airplane. It ain't happened.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Luckily, there was just water in it, so I just had to dump it all out, and I took it down here to Wichita with me.
That makes sense. It was water in it. But yeah, the Strongman show went great. The rules meeting out in the hallway led to some good pictures and videos. I don't know what Big Andrew was doing on top of me, but that was an interesting, picture that I saw. I forgot all about it until Jake posted it. Of us scissoring.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why I was put in that position.
That's a question only you can answer for us, Andrew.
It was the buildup of our head-to-head Axel, and that was the pregame to the Axel head off.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Hey, I just want to say, no one's mentioned it, but man, the scoreboard that was behind all the strongman competitors, I really feel like tied the whole event together. I don't know how you guys feel, but as a spectator, seeing that and knowing who was currently in each lane, who was coming up, the amount of reps that had occurred, I felt like it was incredibly helpful to me as a spectator to understand really what was going on at the moment. And I heard a little birdie told me that you could go, if you know a strongman promoter or know a strongman competition you want to use it in, you can go to strongmanscoreboard.com. You can subscribe and use it for an unlimited amount of events for the duration of your subscription. So I don't know. After seeing that in person, I mean, you'd be a fool not to get that and use that at your next strongman competition. Just saying. I mean, completely unbiased.
I love how Eddie was like, how many reps did they get? How many reps did they get?
No one briefed that man. No one.
Yeah.
It was literally as big as him. Numbers of how many reps are completed behind him.
I will say, I don't know who was like doing the clicker for the reps or something, but there were a couple times where like mine only showed one number, but I had one more.
Yeah, that's not possible. The app is not flawed, and there could never be an issue with the system. We'll just delete that in post.
I think it was human. I think it was human error.
Impossible. Yeah. The app only produces perfection. There are never any problems with it, and it happens.
I thought I beat David on sandbags because he only said 2 when he timed out, and I was like, sweet, I got 3, and then he was like, no, I got 3. I was like, fuck.
The system that Jake had running to get all of that working was insane.
Yeah.
Like he had all of his family prepared to like take score and do this and do like I was so impressed at because last year they had one screen and this year they had 2 separate screens, 2 separate computers. There were 2 of his family at each computer working on. I was like, this is so much. I'm so impressed.
Running 2 lanes simultaneously was pretty cool. It had to be cool for the spectator. Like I haven't actually gone back and watched the whole strongman show yet, but I need to. But I can only imagine like it had to be kind of cool because it was all right in front of you, kind of simultaneously happening. But like I imagine it wasn't so overwhelming that you couldn't kind of like keep tabs on both lanes at the same time.
Now with Strongman Scoreboard, it made everything really easy. You knew who was going, how many reps had. So if you looked away for a second, you could look back and know what was happening. It was great. Someone should pay the guy that built that.
That's a fair point.
I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up
Strongman Scoreboard. You're right.
Yeah, and Strongman Scoreboard. But Dodzilla is repping out the
for reps,
the axle deadlifts at the end, and having a little bit of a pass out moment, and his wife shouting he's okay before it was apparent that he was in fact okay.
I think he told her he was going to pass. That there was like a 90% chance he was going to pass out. I think so.
He told her ahead of time, if I pass out, just keep filming.
Yeah,
it makes for a better video.
He had his recap video come out like I don't know Tuesday or Wednesday or something, and I watched that the other day and I was like, just like God, I fucking wish it was still there. Like, why can't it be why can't every day just be lift hard live easy?
Because then it wouldn't be special.
Oh, another big call out. Big Katie, showman, just putting on a daggum show. It was awesome. No one's mentioned it, but when she finished the keg run loading event, running back, getting cardboard scans, dunking him in the drink spotter, and then jumping in the drink spotter with it. I was like,
no, I missed that.
What a legend. What an absolute legend.
She scraped her leg pretty bad on that one, but she said it was worth it.
Yeah. I walked back and I said something to her. She was like, listen, it's not a strongman competition. It's a strongman show. We're here to put on a show. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
She had the drink spotter too. Drink spotter chill was on there.
It's easy when the weights are like novice for her.
Yeah. Well, I was entertained.
Oh, you're not in
a she was kind. She asked if it's okay if she did crazy stuff. Because obviously the three of us were not as strong as Katie.
No, she didn't.
I do want to call out a couple things from the women's side. So first of all, Nicole was really awesome because I hadn't really been able to talk to her because she didn't have her own Instagram. So I've been more so talking with Jenna Lee the whole time. And so Jenna Lee and I knew where we were going to be. But anyway, met Nicole. She's so great. And then she really wanted to get the 150 the heavy sandbag over, and she hadn't done it yet in prep. And I watched her kegs, and when she's getting ready to go out to the sandbag, I said, can I tell you something and you won't get mad? And she's like, no, please tell me. And so I said, when you take that bag, like sit your ass to grass. And she got out there, sat all the way down and was able to get a rep. And then she got another rep. And so it was just so freaking cool. And then, and Jenna Lee, 2 weeks ago, I'd been crying because, how preps, maybe not for women, but maybe since you guys aren't women, but it's always the week before, I'm in tears because you're tired, you can't get the lift you want, whatever it is. And so she was struggling and couldn't get the press. And she ended up getting the press and then got it for 2. And I'm not even shitting. I started crying because I was so happy for her to get it. And then I hadn't got the deadlift. And so they were I could hear everybody cheering me on, and got that axle deadlift and then got it for 2. Oh my God, it was so great. So I'm going to shout out the weaker women of the group because Katie definitely kicked ass, but I think the weaker women, they did really good too.
Listen, everyone did great. I don't want to disparage anyone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everyone did great. I just enjoyed dunking scans and just thinking, I think that chick just destroyed cardboard scans for good. I think it's gone.
Guy. Yeah. Oh, and I do want to shout out the Tim Feathers. Oh my gosh. That guy is I sent him a message the next day or Monday or whatever. And I said, Tim, you don't even know how awesome it was to have you in our lane. And it's Jake. I couldn't hear all you guys until after, when you're watching the videos that, it was just me and Tim, and Tim's hey, get it on your lap. You have this much time left. You can do it. Do this. And the whole time it's just him just talking to me. It was, so awesome. Yeah. It's been awesome with Jake too, supportive. But Tim's a good guy.
Andrew, how was your domination of me after me talking shit the last 6 months about how I'm going to beat you at press?
Oh, we already talked about that picture, Keith.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty nice to do that to you. But no, I really I thought we were going to tie on the press. I really did. And I think,
we did if you just count push presses.
Yeah, okay.
I just need to try harder next time. That's all.
I do think there is something to that, Keith. I think if you pushed yourself a little bit further.
If I was going, I think you had the advantage too, because you were last for the first 4 rounds, weren't you?
Yeah,
or the first 3. Sorry,
yeah,
3.
It was beneficial for me I would say it wasn't so beneficial for me in Axel because I saw all you jerks put up more than I had done in training.
Yeah.
So
I think I hit a 4 rep PR or a 3 rep PR.
Yeah, so the most I had done in training was 7. Yep. So Same. And I thought that was gonna be. I was pretty sure that I was gonna end up 2nd or 3rd in that, but everybody did so well. That it stressed me out going there for
I
the
could
first
see
event.
that. I could see that. Yeah, because if you were going last and like it was fucking, it was like 11, 9, 9, 8, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, oh shit, I can't do more than 7 because I killed myself doing 7 here in the garage.
Yeah. Trevor, who we didn't, Trevor, the enigma of not knowing anything about him, just goes out and does like 8 or 9, like just like 100 pounds lighter than a couple of us.
Yeah.
I know Trevor. We worked together at USD, and I'm like, this is going to be so easy for him, this press, because he was insanely strong.
Yeah, that guy came out of nowhere. And he was super nice. I liked him.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was. So, Keith, I guess we should move on to your bruise from your deadlift.
You can follow Keith Honeycutt 73 on Instagram if you want to hear about that stinking bruise. We'll have posts about it for the next 4 weeks.
I've literally posted like 3 pictures over the course of a week. Fuck all of you, including
subscribe to his OnlyFans.
Fuck all you guys.
He'll be posting.
It's a gnarly fucking bruise. Yeah, that meme was actually really funny. It was slightly hurtful, but still funny.
Slightly hurtful.
Sucker. But no, I was so happy. I had like obviously I hit that weight in training, and then I think I told people I hit it 3 times over the last 3 months, and I've also missed it 50 times, like legitimately over 50 times. But so I was like, I'm gonna have to strap into it. It's the only way I'm gonna like guarantee I can probably get it. And oh man, right into the leg, and then down and back up, and then down and back up again, and it hurt so bad. And just powered through. I wish I had realized that I could have bounced the deadlifts until I didn't realize until I was like halfway through the reps that you could bounce the deadlifts.
They only said it 3 times in the rules meeting.
No. I meant like by that I meant like that I could have. I've tried to bounce. I've tried to bounce stuff in before. You try to bounce the wrong implement, you're gonna hurt yourself.
I see what you mean. Like that you could physically do it, not just
that those were good implements to bounce because other implements
they bounced really well. Yeah, because when I was
like the Titan ones, the Titan metal ones wouldn't have.
No, when I was bouncing on my blocks at home, like it would take me out of position. I'd lose my brace and everything. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but those Rogue plates were like perfect for bouncing. Yeah,
agreed. But yeah, so that was
Keith, during that event, I screamed.
I heard a lot of people screaming when I watched the videos. I didn't hear anything in the moment, but a lot of the videos,
much.
I wish I could have like subtitles of who was cheering for me because there's so many voices. I'm like,
Keith, my voice was gone for like 3 days, and it was, I think, solely for just me yelling during that event. And it got done, and I was like, "Oh, my voice is gone now. Cool. All right. Well, at least you did all the things." Well, it's just like I'm done cheering for anyone else now. Keith has stolen everything I had left.
And then closed out with sandbags, did a little reordering, and waited forever to get Iron Podium up today because we're like, who the fuck? Because like Iron Podium had the first 2 events on, but it didn't get the 3rd one up for a while. So we were like, all right, what's the order? How's it going? All that, and then finally updated and knew I was going out first. And then on the 3rd rep, well, my sandbag was falling apart when I walked out to it. Like it was literally like it didn't seal. It didn't seal to begin with. It was already bleeding when I got to it.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah, it seemed fine ahead of time.
I'm just glad that were you on our side or the other? Which side were you on, Curt?
I was on the other side.
Okay, so
that's why it wasn't handled properly.
Oh, Garrett was on my side, so I can blame Garrett.
Yeah, heck, Garrett.
Garrett forgot to load up the yoke up to the higher height, which in my it worked in my benefit because it was still set at the 48. The women had just gone on. So, and we obviously were supposed to do 52. Yeah, 52. So it worked out great for me that I was able to. For the taller guys, I don't think it really affected Andrew or any of the other taller guys necessarily. But for me, like I don't think I could have got 3 reps at 52, or it would have been like maybe. But going over 48, it was super easy.
Oh, Keith, I do want you to know that, like at maybe Friday or something, we were talking, and we were joking with you about them having a tape measure to make sure all the implements were the right height, and all of these things. And it's like, of course, Keith is like because you were just like, they better have a tape measure because like I swear if it's not, and I was like, this is.
I never said that.
Yeah, okay. But like you were just like getting real serious about it, and I was we're poking fun of just like, of course, Keith, like it's strongman. They don't even know what tape measure is. But lo and behold, when they were setting things up, I saw the tape measure out, and I think I don't remember. Maybe I didn't take a video, but I was like, need to take a video or a picture for Keith and show him like it's to spec. Maybe I mean, who knows what numbers they were looking at on the tape measure, but they had one out working. So
not
even with the tape measure, it took us 3 attempts to get it in the right slot on the lane 2
yoke was impossible.
I believe it.
Also, to be fair, I'm gonna point the blame towards Jake and Abby because they didn't have it on our clipboard, so it's not directly my fault.
Oh, to raise, yeah. And I didn't notice it when I went out, and I was just like, I was so proud of myself for getting 3 reps. And then like when I watched it again later, and it could like, well, I think when I watched David, was it whoever followed me? I watched out, and they were like 2 feet above the fucking yoke height, and I was like, all right, well that's not 52, and like that's not right. And then so I think I told Abby, and I was like, well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Like it's like we're not going to change it after one lifter goes.
When you said, okay, well, I guess it's 48, and then you're like, but I still got 3, that's a PR, and you're like, damn it, you were so mad that it was because you had thought that you had got the like 54-inch PR, but it's only a 48-inch PR. Mm-hmm. So that was what you were so mad about.
Hey, it's still a PR because you'd never done that height. So good for you.
It did. I did update the spreadsheet for the 48 inches. When the bag broke, I thought I had more times because I was kind of just like, what the fuck? And then I was trying to get like, but then because Tim was just like, yeah, you had like 7 seconds. I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to argue about 7 seconds. That's fine. And then Abby was like, you could do the whole thing again if you wanted. And in my head, I'm like, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not doing the whole goddamn thing again. I was like, no, that is not happening. Thank you for the offer. It was a fair offer. I mean, but like, no, thank you. I will take my 3 and go home. But maybe I should have taken it again and tried to get 4 so I could have beat David. But whatever, just a point. But I don't know, it was a close race. It was fun. It was a really good time. The highlight was just having that group chat and just having the 4 of us in there busting each other's balls and supporting each other for the past 6 months, and then being able to compete together on meet day. It was really, really fun. Just that kind of camaraderie. I've never competed with people I actually like were super tight with and had that such a close bond with going into a show. So it was an amazing event for me.
Yeah, and it was we got to give credit to Ron. It was nice to see one of us, take it,
take Tom out.
Yeah.
You too. You took Tom. Tom he did really good in some things and just didn't know it. He couldn't figure out the deadlift, and I should, if I got one more rep, I tied Tom. Like I shouldn't, in no world should I have tied Tom in an event.
Watching him do the sandbag event was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like the sandbag was to his hips and he dropped it over the yoke. It's so funny.
Did anybody else hear what Tom said in the rules meeting? Did they want to share what he asked about the kegs?
You remember that? When he asked if he could carry 2 kegs at one time.
Yeah, and I think he was serious. Yeah. I think he was like, "Can I carry both down? Can I carry 2 of the 3 down and just throw them in together at the same time?" Like I think he honestly, because he probably. Yeah, no, that's the funny thing. That's the joke. Like, because it was like it was a one. What do you have? A 125 and a 150 and then a 180 or something. So like,
yeah,
you could have easily probably farmered carried him by the handle down.
I don't know. He and at first I was thinking, yeah, that probably would have been faster for him, but he was fast.
Yeah,
so like he was much faster than I had anticipated. So
he was at like 22 seconds.
25 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like 3 of you that were all at the same time, or like within like 2 seconds of each other, which was really impressive.
Yeah. So I don't know. I
thought it was good. It was good weights. It was good. Like it was a good combat. Like a lot of the weight selections across the board seemed like it was fair. Not a lot of like 20 reps, not a lot of zeros. It just seemed like most things were capable of being done or close.
Yeah.
At least for our class, at least I still, without deep diving into other classes, I don't know, but it was really fun. I had a blast.
And then just Dodds like cheering for us all. Like I don't know if I would have gotten what I got on the axle. Like I don't know if I would have got that ninth, if it wasn't for him. And I know I wouldn't have got the 9 sandbags if it wasn't for him.
Wow, you got
He
9.
he was what pushed me. I think on the deadlift though, I think it was Garrett like behind me, like
Yeah.
counting down for me. And like as I was doing, I was like, "Who's this jerk counting behind me?" And then I was like, "Oh, he's like telling me how many more I have to do." I was like, "All right, keep it going, keep
Oh,
it
he was
going."
giving you the to win, or this is what you need.
Yeah. And then
That's
he's like, "All
that's
right,
really
you."
smart.
Yeah, and he's like, "All right, you won." And I backed up, and then I was like, "You know what? I think I'm gonna do another one."
Just in case he's not big math.
Yeah, he could have been sabotaging you. How do you know you can trust him?
Yeah, I mean his
Yeah.
best friend's Trevor. Like, I mean, fuck you. He's
Oh, yeah, that's true.
oh, you did 1 rep. You got it in the bag. It's over.
Oh, you don't even need to do this one, bud. Just leave it.
All right.
Garrett on my third sandbag was great. Actually, everybody on my third sandbag was great. I watched it back. Like, that was so awesome to hear everybody.
I'm thinking one really got hurt throughout the meet, right? I saw so Katie
David's finger.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
did. Nicole fell on her butt when she was carrying the sandbag or carrying the stall mat, right? And then she got right back up and did all 3 kegs, I think, or at least the first 2.
Yeah.
So that was good. Like, it was just a good competition. Like, no one should be getting hurt, and everyone should be able to do most of it. So
yeah, it was.
Or Scant says the rule of 3s.
As a spectator, I thought it was great because
Strongman
the amount. Well, obviously, thank you. But the cheering from the crowd was incredible. Like
did we lose a lot of people? Like, I don't know. Like, I have
no clue what the attendance would have been, but there was just like screaming going on. It was awesome. I was between that and the like 11, 12 and like 15-year-old girls that were powerlifting earlier in the day.
More than Ryan.
Those watching them be so fired up, like deadlifting, I was ready to run through a brick wall. Between like that and the people being so excited for all the strongman, I'm set for months. Like, these guys got me fired up.
Did you regret not competing? I know there was talks about you trying to sign up on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Tanner, when I showed up on Thursday, was just like, "Do you want to lift?" And I was like, "Well, kinda." It's a check mark. And that Friday night when they opened the convention center, I was talking to Matt and Jess Cesny, and I was like, "What would I even do?" And like, Matt was hilariously just walking me through like how I'd periodize. I was like, "Dude, I've got like 1 day, like relax." Like, but it's just because Crew Wolfpack talking about periodization, any opportunity they can get. So I was like, "Listen, what?" So I thought about doing a push pull or something. And then I walked into the weigh-ins and was like, I'll just like kind of ask around. And there was just so much going on. I was like, I'm overwhelmed and I don't want to I'm scared to even talk to anyone right now. But it was great because it allowed me to do a lot of video stuff.
Content.
A lot of content. And at the zoo, someone asked me, everyone's like, "Oh, we're so tired." And I was like, "Dude, I'm so exhausted." And someone's like, "You didn't even compete, Nathan." And I was like, "I don't know, man. I was doing a lot." And someone was like, "You were moving around a lot." They're like, "Can you tell us how many steps you got?" And I was like, I checked my phone. I had gotten 15,000 steps on Saturday from just like running around, like trying to get videos and do all of these things. So I didn't get to lift, but I sure put in an effort on Saturday. So maybe next year, maybe the year after, maybe never. Who knows? The secret is, I think I'm more like Keith than I would lead people to believe, because the concept of like flying and preparing and being in an unknown place trying to prepare for all that, props to you guys, because I feel like my brain would explode with overcomplication and worry trying to get ready for all that.
Why I don't do a ton of content. I didn't spend $2,000 to make stuff for people that didn't show up. I did it to enjoy my vacation. Like, this is like, this is for me. But, if there's content that comes as a side effect of that, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, I was just there to prove to people I exist. So I got that out of the way and I was ready to do anything else.
I'm still not convinced.
We're probably going to keep this going for a little bit longer, but I know Curt, you got to sign off shortly. So if you just want to go ahead and hit them with where they're going to find you at and everything, and then just kind of bounce them, it'll be good.
At the bottom of a cottage cheese cup, right?
Find me.
I think cleaning a barbell shaft.
Yeah, I am. I recently got hired on by Barbell Rescue as their official glute model, so you can probably just find me there at Barbell Rescue 1 on Instagram.
Yes, he's a great guy.
I don't post a whole lot of my own, but it's Curt Lifts 1988 if anyone wants to follow. But I mostly am just there doing my best Gary impression when I can.
And you're one of those confusing guys that has 3 different handles on 3 different accounts. So what's your Discord username? Or
Discord is Curt's new brand. That comes from my video game streaming days. So,
but Discord CURD, correct?
Oh, I'm back to Big Curt since I got demolished by Matt in the cottage cheese eating contest.
Gotcha. Everyone's.
It didn't feel right staying as Big Curt.
Gotcha. That's fair. All right. Well, we were glad to have you, and we can. You think you passed the test, so we can go and get you scheduled on here in the next couple months, get you on the podcast. But
thanks for having me.
Stick around or dip out. It's up to you. I just wanted to take that segue there before we hit on to probably the awards, right? Big Jen, want to walk us through any of the awards?
Oh boy, so many awards.
Or do half of them, and then somebody else. If anybody else had, I know Chris has got up on the screen. If you guys want to split those up.
Can I just read some of them? And if you guys, all right. So
give us your best announcer voice, Jen. I really want to hear this with gusto.
Okay. I got this actually from Chris Hornick's. Did you guys read his article?
Yeah, that was a really good article.
Yeah. That's awesome. So I'm just using his notes because he's the one that actually is the writer. So, by the way, I'm featured in that article, so please go read it. I thought I did my best. Okay. Best female lifter was Stormy Holcomb. Like, she was insanely strong. It was stupid how freaking strong she was. And I asked her at one point, like, did she do that natty? Like, and everybody gave me shit for asking her.
What'd she say?
She is
good for her.
Not geared, not anything. Yeah, just really, really strong. Best male lifter, of course, was Matthias.
Champ is here, running it back 2 years in a row. Well done, Anthony.
Right. So hopefully he comes back for his tertiary.
Tertiary. He mentioned
his thrice.
He did. We'll just kind of plant the seed. He did, we're trying to get Jake to expand some classes next year, get a little masters, get a little, sub 200. So there's a lot of strong dudes that are 181 and below or something that would fucking be cool to see him go out and dick around with strongman for the first time. Yeah. So let's see all that happen, Jakey.
All right. For strongman, big women, obviously Katie won, big but new, Ron Nichols won, Rom.
ROM. Rom-com.
Big men, James Roniak. He was fun to watch.
Sorry. Did you see that? Sorry to keep interrupting you, but did you see did you see what Tanner changed his Discord handle to recently?
Big Diet James Roniak.
Yeah, that is hysterical. I was so confused at first. I'm like, wait, this isn't what? Then I was like, and I see what he did. Because anyone that's like, obviously, I coined James Big Diet Tanner like 2 years ago, and then I don't think he's changed his Discord handle back because he actually changed it to be funny, and then it's just who he is now. And then Tanner, I'm assuming it's after James won his class that Tanner has bestowed that on him for a short period of time, but it was very funny.
Gosh. Bigger man Lauren, he was a good meet too. Loco on Instagram, Wild Iron.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude. Great guy.
Yeah, he was a good dude. His wife was really nice too. Biggest man was Austin Barrett. And then to the Wooden Plaque Awards, Silliest Goose was Paul Foss, obviously.
Which he earned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
He definitely earned. Strongest couple this year was Cody and Scar. I thought that was a good pick.
Yeah.
Strongest volunteer, of course, Garrett. Garrett is in every single one of my videos, and I love, kind of like he said, in the moment you didn't really hear it, except for that third sandbag. I definitely did. But then watching the videos back, my husband's like, he is your biggest fan. Like, I think he's everybody's biggest fan, but yeah, awesome. I loved it. And then this is my first rodeo. So I was actually standing by Jenna Lee, and for whatever reason, I go, I think you're going to get this award. She's like, nah. And then and Tanner said, big Jenna Lee. And she's like, oh my God. And so she was so excited to get the award. She was overwhelmed.
I was holding out hope that I would ironically win it, but not this
Stop
year.
it. You stop. You shut your mouth, Keith.
I need an award, God
I
damn
know
it.
you do. We'll do something
award.
to win an award and not stop looking for handouts, Keith. Eat some cottage cheese or something.
Just need to get my jacket.
I'm going to let the last one be told by someone else.
All right, cool.
Let's hear it. Shut up. Let's hear it, Spicy.
Well, you were talking to Big Randy. I had a terrible day lifting. I had missed my second bench, actually second and third attempt bench.
Holy shit.
And my second.
So
what's that?
Oh, sorry. I'll circle back to that. That's wild. That makes it even more impressive. Like the fuck did you win the Randy, which is a coefficient based off your fucking bench and deadlift, and your bench being bigger than your deadlift, and you fucking only hit your opener? What the fuck? That's hysterical. You literally won. You won the meet on your fucking opener. Good luck with that ever happening.
Like I still haven't like fully wrapped my head around it.
It's hysterical.
I just never learned deadlift in high school. I power cleaned, so
gotcha.
Like I just haven't been good at deadlift ever. And it's finally paid off.
That's awesome, man. Open powerlifting probably won't be up to date for a while. What was your bench and deadlift that gave us that 80% ratio?
Oh, what was I think I did
ballpark
350 on deadlift, and then 275-ish on bench.
That's fair. I can see how that would win then. Yeah.
Yeah, my second attempt bench, I didn't hear the start command. So I was holding it for 5 seconds, and I was like, I have to wait for the start command. I need to get this lift. Yep.
You'd think they would say it again after like 2 seconds.
They did. It's clearly just that 5 seconds I had it up there. It was
waiting for start command is the worst. People that don't realize that's a thing, like hold fucking 99% of your max out in front of your chest for 7 seconds. It's brutal.
And then on my second deadlift, if I was a strong man or if I was in the gym, it would have counted as a good lift. But not in powerlifting, and that's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah. But if I did hit that and didn't get my bench, I probably wouldn't have won this.
No, I was going to ask. Did you strategically
No,
you didn't strategically hitch that deadlift? I don't know. I heard Tanner talking about it. He said he's pretty sure that you hitched on purpose.
I ramped. I didn't hitch.
Same difference. That's awesome.
No, but I could not have been happier with how it turned out. So
you had a shit-eating grin on your face the whole night at the zoo. You wanted to get a picture with everybody with your trophy. I'd never been
happy.
Yeah, I feel like you were the only person that got the wooden award. That like everyone was happy, but like if everyone else was like a 7, you were like a 10 on like happy scale.
If everyone else was a 3. He was a 10. I've never seen anyone more happy. I've had 3 kids, and I don't know if I'd have that much joy in my life.
The thing about my family history is we're not good at anything. I'm not a good power lifter, and I still won an award. So it's a pretty big accomplishment for just my family, too.
Yeah.
We're proud of you there, Spicy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and especially almost getting an award and not getting one.
Oh, shut up. Fucking drop it.
You got the consolation prize dildo at your house.
I need to make sure that somebody that understood the award got the award. So I'm pretty happy I got it.
All right. Well, that would have rounded out the the whole powerlifting meet when Tanner said, "We'll see you next year," and we all started to walk away, and then somehow you assholes stuck around to get a group photo when fucking I was already gone, you sons of bitches. But I think there was looking at the picture, there was like a 1/8 of the people that were there, so just have to plan that out better next year or put it in the agenda or something.
Remind us, yeah. I was starving.
Yeah, why was that not on the rubric for the class? That's ridiculous.
The fuck is a rubric?
Oh boy,
there's a big words around here. Was I the only one that thought the bathroom were disgusting? but like I get for a powerlifting meet they weren't disgusting, but just in general, like
I think they were just wet.
well, yeah, but that's still like if you just
like
have to
you
have to hope that it's not piss. It's probably not,
I don't
but it's like
think it was piss. Like
nonetheless.
I went in there fairly early and they were already wet, and I was like, well, that's pretty bad.
But there was it was wet Friday already.
When I heard the women's wasn't any better, so.
Big Jeff was wearing his brand new white barefoot shoes in there, and I was like, bold move, dude. Bold move.
Like I hadn't seen anything overflow or anything in there, and it was just wet the entire time. They put a pan in there and it dried
They just
up,
need to learn how to mop in South Dakota. I think
At
is
one
the
point-
real answer.
At one
Or they
point,
just mopped and
there was
just left it wet. That was
I
it.
think it's bad mopping is my guess.
at one point there was a urinal full of chewing tobacco, and there was another one full of protein powder. And I was just like, well, that's disgusting on both accounts.
So one had a couple Zins in it.
Yep. There's one I kept peeing in that had the Zin pouch never left. And I was like, oh, that must have been Chris's from the first night. Still sitting, didn't feel anything.
Still sitting in there.
Did anybody? So that pretty much wrapped that up. A lot of people, you guys were trying to go out to dinner and stuff, but like we didn't get fucking. It was like 8:00, and I was like, I want to go to the zoo and just like start the evening. Like, I'm not going to be there for more than a couple hours.
Yeah.
So
The realization
did not go like find a Mexican restaurant at 9:00 at night when everyone was already at the zoo.
No, it was a great choice to go to the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And very much.
We tried to go to Pizza Ranch.
Yeah, they were closed at 8.
Of course, the place where a family may want to go out to dinner on Saturday night closes at 8 p.m. Like, okay.
I could see 9. I could see 9. 8's
I could see 9. I could see 9, but
8's
we rolled in there, and the lady was just like, "We closed at 8." And I'm like, all right.
Cool. Fill this bag with all the leftovers. We're heading out.
I guess we'll go fuck ourselves now. All right.
No, I walked out of the hotel because I was just like, I'm so hungry. Because I went all day just like, I can't stop doing content. I can't go find food. And it was like 2:00, and I ate one of the pulled pork sandwiches. And I was like, I just want like food. And so I just walked out of I told a couple of people, they're like, do you want a ride? I'm going to take a shower. I was like, listen, I'm going to go to the lobby, and the first person that says a restaurant that sounds good, I'm just going to get in their car and go. And I like walked out in the lobby, and Gary was driving like a group of dudes. And I just like walked outside, and he's like, you want to come eat some food? And I was like, where are you going? And like, Mexican. I was like, that's fast. I've never been to a Mexican restaurant that's slow. I was like, you got it. So I got in the car in between, who was it? Sam and who was on the other side? I can't remember. Just two massive humans that I had no business sitting in between in the middle seat. That's all I remember. And we went and got Mexican. It was great. And I don't regret it at all, Keith.
That's fine. I mean,
still made it to the zoo.
That was like an hour that you could have hung out with me at the zoo.
Well,
but I don't know. Like we got to the zoo. It was like me, Toby, Scar, Cody. It was a bunch of us there that was able to get food and like before it got crowded and loud. But I'm sure if there was like 50 of us trying to order food, it wouldn't have worked out. But like,
yeah, but they were making guacamole at the table at this place, man.
Pretty good. I just knew that my night had a ticking time bomb at the end of it, so I just needed to like get where the people were.
The people were at the Mexican restaurant. I saw quite a wow. Thanks, Tanner. Appreciate that. Tanner in the chats. I just want to put this out there. Thanks for subscribing. Nate looks jacked in the backyard party group photos. Surprised he could fit those arms in the backseat of that full car. Just want to thank you for that. I just want to say Tanner thinks I look jacked in photos. I don't know what the problem is, Keith.
I've done nothing but compliment you all night. You just don't know how to take a compliment.
The Mexican restaurant for myself was a bad idea.
Oh,
I got done eating and it was like a wall, and I was like, you know what? I was like, we're gonna go to the zoo. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody.
You were at the zoo for like 12 minutes, I think.
Dude, I was so tired.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I knew I had to get to the zoo by at least. You had originally said 10:30, and it was like 9:30, and but we all went to the Well, it was like the Hogan and Nicole. And my husband and I and Katie, we went to the circus, and
I still got to get to the circus someday.
Hannah had told us that she didn't think it could accommodate us, and there was
that's what she told me, and I was afraid to go.
30 people, I bet 30 of us could have sat together, and I think a lot of the Minnesota Department of Lifter Safety was there. But the Hogan and I both had a burger, and then there was a lot of double dipped wings being had. And
I wish I had those. Damn.
Frickin' burger was so good. Like Hogan and I both kept saying, "Oh my God, this burger is just so good." Obviously, you're starving, so it's probably not the best one I've ever had, but man, it was so good. So then I was sad that you guys weren't there.
You get a peanut butter burger?
No, I got a mushroom and Swiss. Not peanut butter this time.
Yeah.
And Hogan and Nicole might come to Iowa to do a dog show, and I'm so excited. I told him, like, please tell me if you do, then I'm going to come watch their dog compete. Dogs, whatever.
Wow. The international competing family over there.
Yeah.
The Hogan household, or however, I don't know how to say this. Yeah.
Gaggle of silly Hogan geese.
You tried.
Gaggle of geese. Gaggle of dogs. And lizards. And cats.
They got everything over there, man. Clever built.
God, guys. This is like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's got to start going to bed. All right. Final. Oh, Jesus Christ! There's a whole Sunday.
I don't know. I left Sunday morning at 6 a.m.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I drove. I rode back. I was a passenger princess Sunday, so I definitely got home quicker. I think year one it took us like 23, literally like 21 hours to get home. Year two was like, I don't know, 18, and this year was like 15 or 16. So still a long ass day, but could have been worse.
Oh, but I want to say one thing about the zoo. I talked to Kim. First of all, we never went back and talked to booths, but I did buy some stuff from Kim, and like all the booths were all great. But I mean, you can do it as an ad read. But talk to Kim real quick. I found out Kim's a twin. I don't know if you guys already knew that or not, but Kim's a twin.
I don't know if they came up on the podcast. Maybe.
And I asked him, I'm like, how old are you? When's your birthday? And he said, I'm 47. It's November 24. I'm like, oh shit, because I'm 47, but October 24. And so we're exactly 1 month apart. I'm like, we were 1 month from being triplets.
It's so close. No, the booths were great. Friday night, I hung out with the Barefoot crew in the lobby. I think, Pizza, you were there, right?
Yes, I was there too.
Oh yeah, Keith, you were there.
Yeah, I think I like fell asleep there. I was like so tired, but I didn't want to just go back to the room because like there were still like people talking and stuff. And then I eventually, towards like midnight, I was like, or maybe it was 11. I don't know. It was fucking late. I was like, I'm going to bed now. Yeah,
that was cool to get to hang out with them and chat. So,
a big Dan with the arm tattoos. His booth was awesome. I wanted to buy some stuff off him, but I had to pick up stuff for Jackson Ginger, so I didn't. But eventually I will.
Well,
one of these days.
If Ryan just came to the meet, you wouldn't have to buy anything for him.
I'll see him Saturday. I'll tell him.
Oh, that's right. He's competing up there in your neck of the woods, isn't he?
Oh, the Huck Finn booth, that one sucked. I'm just kidding.
He was really mean.
We are live.
Oh crap, he's back on the podcast again. Welcome back, Huck Finn. Tell us about your trip to South Dakota.
It literally took him like an hour to get his audio to work the night he was on. It was great.
That's true. No, his booth was great. The home gym nerd shirt was hilarious. Very much enjoyed that.
Stephanie bought herself one. Like she bought me. I was just like, yeah, just go buy me a 2X because she was like, she knew I was busy and she just knew I wanted one. And she bought herself one. And I was like, you realize there's a dick on that, right? And she's like, what do you mean? There's not a dick on there. Like, no, there's definitely a dick, innuendo on that shirt. And she was like, it's just a comfortable shirt I wear around the house because she literally bought it just because it was like a soft, like silky shirt. She really liked how it fit. So.
That's like, really funny. Hey, if she didn't notice, no one else will either.
And that's I think a couple other, like she said, a couple other people she like were around and didn't notice it either. Or maybe I was explaining it. Maybe I was talking to someone else about it, and I was like, okay, well, it's not that obvious, but it is.
That's funny. Yeah, all his stuff was great.
The zoo was a blast, though.
Keith, we can't forget. There's a very important sponsor. But we missed two of them. We have to say them. One was Build Fast Formula. Shout out to them hitting people in the face and whatever they were doing. Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Oh, was Jen throwing out samples?
Yeah. The Build Fast. You haven't seen the video?
Maybe, probably. I don't know.
You got to watch the video. Support the brand.
Yep.
She wasn't just throwing. She was pitching samples at people.
Yeah. Pelting people.
My feed has been overwhelming, and so has life.
I heard heard someone say that somebody got smacked in the face. And I watched her video 3 times. I'm like, no one got hit in the face. Like, they got hit in the chest. They're like, okay, I understand. I get you're mad. You're trying to warm up. It's
That would piss me
something
off.
that started last year, and granted, they were like little grenades this year and not just back at
That's funny.
Next year they're going to be full on lacrosse balls. We're just going to pelt people with them. There's not even going to be pre-workout. Yeah, and then shout out to Beef Jerky Boy. I don't remember what that booth is called, and I didn't get any beef jerky, and I'm sad.
Meat and muscles.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
I've never had a conversation with him past 1 o'clock where he was sober. Good dude, though. I do.
It is called the Lift Hard, Live Easy meat for a reason.
That's true. That's true. But the zoo was nice. They got so fucking loud in there. I had to go outside. And then this year the bugs weren't as bad. Like, I don't think I even saw a bug outside because the fire was going, or it was just because it was cooler or what. But last year outside was like impossible. Like, you had to like go outside and spray shit on yourself to then still get bit by bugs. But there's a ton of people outside this year. I think the last like hour and a half I was there was probably spent outside. But
no, sitting outside there was pretty nice. Sitting around a fire. That must have been what the Fairfield was like last year. It's pretty cozy.
That's a Fairfield assessment.
But we took Derek back to the hotel with us, and
oh my god!
For a second, we were outside for maybe 5 minutes, and I'm just standing there with him. We're bullshitting, and I was getting eaten alive. And he's just standing there, and he's like, "Man, they must really like you." And every 5 seconds, I'm smacking one off me.
I forgot the story about Derek. When we arrived in Aberdeen, Jake and his wife were driving us through the city, and we had like just passed Massonomics Gym, and we just saw him standing on the side of the road by himself, and we slow the car down. And we're like, because Jake's wife was like, "Is that Derek?" And she's like, "Yeah." And so they like slow down, and she's like, "Do you need a ride?" And he's like, he's just standing there on the side of the road doing nothing, like not walking in any direction, just standing, like moving a rock under his foot. And he's like, "Nope, I'm fine." And so we just like continued to drive, and I like turned around and looked out the back of the car, and he was just still standing there, just not moving. And like we were convinced he wasn't okay. Like he had been lost, like he got lost. We didn't know what happened to him. Because then when we were at Loggers that night, I was like, "Has anyone seen Derek?" Like we saw him stand on the side of the road this morning. We haven't seen him since. We're kind of concerned. And Bremy was like, "Oh, I was supposed to text him. I need to text him right now and make sure he's okay." And like just at that moment, he walked in the door like an hour after the party started. But we were like, I wonder if he made it back okay. And then we learned that's kind of just how he rolls. It seemed.
Yeah, that was the theme with Big Derek all weekend. Was he wanted to walk everywhere.
He broke a leg. And
he broke his foot.
Like, well, that's weird. Like he's standing on the side of the road. His leg was like recently broken. We're like, is he okay? Did he get stranded? Yeah, that was a great, hilarious moment.
Okay, well, I had the pleasure of taking Keith, Matt, and Toby home from the bar. And
fucking fifth row, the third row back seat thing was the weirdest, most tight little thing I've ever sat in.
I didn't want to open all three.
No. It's no. I've just never. It's nothing to do with I've just never sat in the back of a third row vehicle before. I don't think, at least not since I was a child when it was a station wagon facing the other direction.
But I had the pleasure of listening to Keith tell us about his morning shower routine. I'm not even shitting you. Like, freaking
Matt's such an asshole.
Started laughing so fucking hard that, oh my God, even my husband started laughing. But then I've heard Matt laugh really hard. Like the one time we were doing Nate, when we were doing the thing, and he started laughing at the horse cock when he finally actually started catching up.
How late was Matt? How late did Matt stay? Because I thought he disappeared within like the first 5 minutes.
We left like 11ish, didn't we?
Yeah, something around there.
Huh.
Yeah.
It wasn't mad early, but it wasn't like 2 a.m. But it was.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder where
11:30 or 12. I got back to the room maybe 11:30.
Anyway, yeah.
But listening to then at one point he said. Keith said he like sits on the bathtub and like washes himself or whatever. And then Matt like, you mean with no water? Like a old person? He just fucking lost it. And then Toby lost it. I had tears going down my eyes, and I'm driving, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't even see the road. This is so good.
I regret not finding that ride home. Very much so.
It was
I regret not having my phone on.
You like sit on the side of the tub and freshen up, don't you?
I'm laughing so hard I just gave myself a nosebleed. Oh fuck! I gotta go.
Oh, Keith's abandoning ship.
He told
Keith
me
left.
Says he takes a morning shower, but it doesn't really soak up. and then the whole conversation of like Seinfeld and how Jerry had to teach Kramer how to take a shower. And like, you're taking a shower, you can use soap. You only need to be in there for like 5 minutes.
I'm so confused. Wait, he takes.
Like, well, it's just to wake up. It's just to wake up, Nate.
Why does he get his whole body wet? Just splash yourself in the face with some water.
Well,
so many more.
If he doesn't have time, it's on the side of the tub.
Oh wait. So,
are you okay,
Keith? What happened to Keith?
You get a nosebleed, or did you smack yourself in the face?
Uh-oh. Keith came back with a tissue to the face.
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, he took his camera off. I didn't get a picture fast.
Fuck you guys. I'm like bleeding and crying, and I was laughing so hard that like I quit breathing, I think, and then my nose started to fucking bleed.
Yeah.
I've never laughed to the point. I have chronic nosebleeds. Seemingly runs in my family. I've never laughed so hard my nose bled. That's fantastic.
Same. I was yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Keith. So wait, on mornings that you don't have enough time, you sit on the side of the tub?
No, that's never a thing that's ever happened. No. My morning shower is just a brush my teeth and wake up in the shower. And
you brush your teeth in the shower?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You wake up in the shower?
No, yeah.
Wait, why do you wake up in the shower every morning, Keith? You sleep in your shower, bud. We got to talk about things.
My alarm goes off, and I walk to the shower. That's the first thing I do every morning. I start every work day. Weekends maybe not as much, but every work day, I start my day with like a 5-minute shower to wake up, and that's my cup of coffee.
Huh.
And Matt's whole thing was like, wait, you don't fully bathe yourself with like soap in your whole entire body with like your loofah? And I'm like, no, I take a 5-minute shower.
You're a loofah or a loofah guy.
And I'm like, I might wash my armpits and my balls, but I'm not.
What about your butt crack? You got to wash your butt crack. That's the smelliest spot.
Maybe that too, but I'm not like worried about washing my feet. When I took 3 showers the night before, I take 3 or 4 showers every day, a minimum 3. Well, minimum 2.
4 showers a day.
3. Okay, so 2 always. 3 after workout.
The ashiest skin ever.
No,
there's a lot of jokes here, Keith. So I'm just gonna
fuck you guys. I've already told this story like 10 times about my shower.
I've never heard it. I'm very thankful, Keith. I'm thankful that you told the story again. Thank you.
I am grateful that you do take 3 to 4 showers a day, because then, I mean, you don't smell it powerlifting meats.
Yeah.
God, yeah. So many of you motherfuckers smell so goddamn bad. Like, I feel like some people just like stick their fucking sleeves up their ass and then come out, and I'm like, why the fuck? We haven't even started lifting yet. You fucking stink already. It's like, why do you motherfuckers stink so bad?
Well, it's not a beauty pageant, Keith. Jeez. Find a different sport.
I did. That's why I do strongman now.
Oh, yeah. Those dudes smell so much better. That's what I've always heard.
No, it's worse. It's so much worse. They're
dudes
like
covered in
so much. They're so much hairier. They're so much hairier. All right. Is there anything else we got to talk about before I bleed to death over here?
You're not going to bleed to death. Hold the bridge of your nose.
No, I'm good.
Get some ice on it. It'll
pull your head
back. Oh, Tanner asked about the stickers at the gym in the chat. Tanner, we're trying to go to bed. Keith's bleeding over here. This is a dangerous podcast. You got questions in here?
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah. What's going on? I got a Midwest Jake State Farm. Dang, 3350. Don't put that out in public. Oh, I guess I did. My bad.
Yeah,
sorry,
good
Uncle
job.
Sam.
Good job, dumbass.
Got to report that
Note
now.
to self: bring quarters next year, because like everyone was like, "Oh, I want to get a sticker," but no one had quarters.
Anthony had a bag of quarters, and I don't know if that was a Tanner job or if he just brought a bag of quarters. I don't know if we can.
Ooh, the Anthony Matthias trifecta they hit again. Anthony is the reigning champ right now, I believe. Yes, they won on grip because they did a just like the Rolling Thunder, I think it was, or maybe one of the handle grip implements.
It was it was a PP.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was the PP, and they went heavy. They were doing quarter jumps. I'm like that was RPE 9, and you just fucking jumped a quarter. And
I've never done grip in my life, and they were going back and forth, and a couple people walked in, grabbed it, and did it, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just like slide in there and just try it, and did not budge. Just slipped right on my hand. I was like, cool, all right, just know where I stand on that one. Awesome. Can we take some plates off so I can feel good about myself?
So Matt got ice. Like, was it actually with Smirnoff Ice or just a beer? Like,
oh my gosh,
and it was so good.
It has to be. Yeah, like getting ice is only Smirnoff, right?
Yeah, Lou Nutter had a backpack on, and he asked for a beer, and Matt goes in and grabs it. He's like, "Yo, you have a Smirnoff Ice," and he's like, "Yeah, that's for you." He's like, "God damn it!"
That's actually funny.
Well, it happened a second time as well. So after the as the strongman meet was wrapping up, I was in the back, and Lou walked up to me. He was like, "Do you know which bag is Matt's?" And
put it in his bag.
Well, I was like,
the blue wrestling bag.
I didn't realize he was doing something mischievous, and I was like, "That Matt?" And I pointed at Matt, and Matt like turns and looks, and Lou's like, "Shut up!" And I was like, you mean that guy?" And I just pointed to every single person down the line to try to. And then I was like, "Oh, Cody, yeah, he's the bird watcher." And then like diverted, and then I made it back to Lou and was like, I'm pretty sure this one's his bag. We confirmed it. He planted the ice, and then I was sitting watching some of the other competitors go, and then all of a sudden Matt just walks up to me and was like, "Where's Lou?" And I just died laughing. It was so funny. He was so mad. But yeah, he got him a second time at the end of the strongman competition, and Lou said he walked up and was very upset.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was great.
I think that's the final call for stories or call outs or shout outs or suggestions for changes, additions, removal, etc. Crickets.
I think well, you'll hear that in the next episode. I think they pretty much covered all of that.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep hard, dude. They did they let you fuckers stay on? They had to.
We stayed on the entire.
You were there till like fucking 12:30.
It was a late one that night.
I think the last comment I had was like 10:45 or something, or maybe like 11, and I was like, I don't remember a single thing after this. Like,
how can they cover what we think they need to change? Are they mind readers? I'll be interested to hear their perspective. It's the Kings of the Castle.
You coming back out next year, Andrew?
Yeah, that's the plan. My wife and kids will probably come next year.
Nice.
That's the thought. My wife really enjoyed watching all the ladies in the strongman. Because like she knows who Big Jen is, and then oddly enough, it was like the only episode of Unpaid and Underrated she's listened to is Jenna Lee's, because I was taking her to a doctor's appointment, and I was like, I need to listen to it. So, yeah, she was really interested in that.
She's gonna bring a meatloaf.
I don't think you could bring a meatloaf for everybody. I don't think it travels well, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, we'll see what we can do.
Listen, if she brings meatloaf, I'll bring side hot dogs. I promise.
Yeah. So the one thing I think we should hit on is our Massonomics ad read.
Yeah, you got one of those for us?
I'll do it off the cuff, like saying, if all of this sounds like it was really fun to you and you don't know what we're talking about, as Keith was saying, you could put in the work and become crew. Go to massonomics.com/join, I believe. And then you probably have like about a 69% chance of being able to sign up for Lift Hard, Live Easy and make it to the next one. So come join us.
Hell yeah.
And when you finish that, you can go over to strongmanscoreboard.com and subscribe to that. And honestly, you don't even have to have a strongman scoreboard, like a use for it. You can just subscribe. We don't require you to actually use the product if you're subscribed. So
can we use it in our training? Like,
you can use it for really anything. Pizza timer, counting how many times your kids have asked you for something in the day. Like it really, the possibilities are endless, quite honestly. If you're a school teacher or a PE class teacher, maybe you could use it for that. I don't know. We don't have any anecdotal evidence, but you should just subscribe, figure it out. And when you're done with that, goes to glazesearch.com. It's the one true source to find all things that have been glazed. And Keith, what do you, on the glaze scale rating, what do you give the Lift Hard, Live Easy 3 weekend?
A solid 9.4.
9 point. We don't do half.
I do.
Okay. Well,
nothing to 10. So if it's on a Nate scale, it's a 9.
So it's a 10 in my book, Tanner. So
it would have been a 10
Tommy,
if I could have not finished last in the novice class. I probably would have given it a 10. But
only you can prevent that. Only that's
that's a me problem. I motivated David too much in our group chat that he had to outperform me handsomely.
I think everybody's performance was thanks to you. Like I think.
I want to put this fucking annoying asshole in his place. Is that what y'all said?
No. I think that I was giving you credit. Everybody's performance was, you had a hand in it all, so you should take credit for it all.
I did. It was fun, man. I wish we could have got Trevor to know what Instagram was and get us in that chat too.
Yeah,
I think he would have fit right in.
Yeah, I think that would have been fun to have him.
I don't know if Tom has a phone or knows what a phone is, so he might not have been able to get in on that. I didn't. I really like. I think I might. I feel like I know. I tried talking to Tom at Crew Falls, and it was very like 2-word response to me. And then when I saw him this year, it was just kind of like more like we were warming up in the same bar briefly. It didn't really. I don't know. I was a little overwhelmed with everything, so I didn't really make an effort to talk to him too much. But
all I'm saying is I don't trust dudes named Tom, so stayed real far from that dude.
That's what I've always said. That's what I said. But yeah, just all in all, great time. I think I don't think anyone walked away frustrated or annoyed. And there's people that bombed out and were still happy. So it's like I think if anyone that put the effort in to come out had a great time. We're gonna do it again and again and again. If they stop doing it, we'll figure out a way to do it ourselves probably. So, I think it's
no wine cellar.
I mean, it's kind of the match made in heaven. It's like as long as Dave handles all the powerlifting, Jake can handle the strongman, Tommy and Tanner do all the little shit and piece it together and just
Tanner, did you hear that? All the just a little bit of thing that you have to do to make it happen.
Hey,
he just sets up a booth, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they rent a hall and they move all this stuff. But I'm just saying, like, that's why the strongman show only lasted 3 years before, because he literally did do everything. Whereas this, they can kind of be like, we're hands off of powerlifting and strongman to an extent. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I just hope that next year he orders enough
2XL shirts.
2XL shirts to make sure that people who don't
gets one.
Come can buy them.
Yeah, fuck that guy so hard. I can't. I wish that guy didn't have a private profile. Like his profile picture was like standing on like a mountain ridge taking a piss or something. That's what it looked like. And I'm like, well, sure. And it had like a flag in it. I'm like, oh, you would do that.
Yeah, that's how you know he's not one of us, because it wasn't a dump.
His kind of would.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Oh yeah. That's what we do around here.
Yep.
No good poop stories from the Lift Hard, Live Easy. Now, anyone that was their first time, like having a backyard party with a porta potty, amazing. I don't think we didn't have those year 1, so year 2 and year 3 having the porta potty, clutch. Very.
Hey,
clutch.
Listen, all the little things that Tanner has to do, like make sure that we have a porta potty in the backyard, just the little things.
I think his party Friday, he probably puts his. I say there's as much work that goes into the party Friday as it does for like what they do setting up the booth on Saturday.
Just the little things, Keith. Just the little things.
I was essentially, you're taking it as a disrespect to Tommy and Tanner when it's a compliment to Dave, Katie, Jake, and Abby. So fuck you for trying to connive the words that I'm saying, you little shit.
Still a disrespect.
You're bringing me back to little Nate. I'm gonna think you're so small still.
Just a little guy over here.
All right. I think we're ready to wrap this up. I'm gonna hit you guys with the affiliates real quick. So Obsidian Ammonia, I'm pretty sure I smelled some of that last week. Barbell Rescue, Kim came out and had a great booth and was very supportive of the fellow crew. Plate Snacks, looked like Jake worked with him exclusively to make all those stickers for the kegs. Those looked really dope. Home Gym Con. Tickets are live now. Go ahead and use code unpaid, save some money, and get your tickets for Home Gym Con in Louisville. It's looking like it'll be 2 weeks after what we're going to assume Lift Hard Live Easy 4 dates. If Lift Hard Live Easy 4 will be in the middle of July, this will be the end of July, so not the perfect ideal dates, but still Home Gym Con is not worth missing. Belt Fed Strength, they donated several awesome prizes for the competition. Those were I was very jealous. Those are the belts that slide over your other belt too, I think. That was just sick as shit looking.
Yeah, incredible. Great. I got a great video of Katie riding off Saturday night with that on her back on the bike. Yeah. Also, no love was given to my this could have been an email.
That was going to get to
story post. I thought
that was hysterical.
I thought that was a good line. Just want to.
It was. I was going to mention it earlier because I think I mentioned something about an email earlier or something. But yeah, you say because that's we got to shave an hour off the whole meet somewhere. If that means 10 less people get to compete or something, like that would do it. Shrink awards a little bit. I don't know, something.
Just the small stuff.
Just the little things.
Small stuff, Keith.
Bastards.
Honestly, yeah, shorter awards can. Yeah, just an email. We call that an email. Pizza party for you in the morning or something like that.
Or I know it would hurt it might potentially hurt attendance for Strongman, but if Dave just does the awards while Jake's setting up Strongman, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many people that are still gonna stay for the Strongman if they already have their shit. But either way, yeah, figuring something out would be dope. But getting back to the affiliates, I think every single affiliate actually had a hand in Home Gym, Lift Hard Live Easy, that is. So like I said, I definitely had an Obsidian Ammonia in the back. Tim was there. Plate Snacks was everywhere. Home Gym Con, not really. Belt Fed Strength, obviously. Ashton from Freedom Fitness Equipment, the rubber mat that everyone stood on for their awards, that was from Ashton, I believe, from Freedom Fitness Equipment. And then the Strength Co. apparel, my one Strength Co. thing this week would be Big David gave me a OK Podcast sticker that I've been asking for forever, and that was awesome. So that's Strength Co. adjacent, and that is 7 people that were affiliated with our ad reads that are affiliated with Lift Hard Live Easy. So that's a win.
Hey, there was a moment. So I posted it to our story. Shout out to the Strength Co. I was just walking around in the back of the powerlifting warm up room, and
all the plates, duh.
Completely organic. Yes, they did run the powerlifting warm up room, but completely organically in the powerlifting warm up area where I was not supposed to be. I just hear Tommy Schneider telling Tommy, dude, these Strength Co plates are amazing. The way you can just no mics, no cameras, just being in awe of the plates. And I stopped him in his tracks. I was like, hold on, let's get all of this on video. Start from the top. And just, it was so funny to just be out in the wild and just hear someone be like, these Strength Co plates are just the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I loved it. Was just the most Massonomics thing ever to happen. So shout out to those dudes. Also, Grant, I also would like an OK Podcast sticker. I know you'll never hear this, but I would like
one. He literally can't get her goddamn name right. It's hysterical.
Yeah. So Grant, just one of these days when I ever see you again, it'd be nice.
Okay.
Secure the trash.
Yeah, I got a trash with a bloody rag I got to get rid of.
I planned on doing a secure the trash video. Never really saw any trash around to secure, so sorry about that.
I think Tanner, they did not empty the trash throughout the venue. That was it was Friday morning, trash was already overflowing, and I'm like, okay, and then I think it was still there the next day. But all in all, I hope I mean I'm going to assume we're going to try to run it back at the Ramkota. I don't see a reason not to.
Just the little things.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
Nope.
Oh, there's this thing about Massonomics where we let nothing go, Keith.
Oh, you guys so much.
Tanner says TBD and then disappeared. Ooh, we'll never know.
All right. Big Garrett, where they gonna find you at?
Find me on Instagram at GC_strength_systems, or you can find my personal Garrett.CSES77. You can look me up on Facebook, and I still need to post like a recap video on YouTube eventually when I have a lot of free time that I don't have. So
You're not so busy?
No. I'm not a dink yet, so
yet. That's when all the time unlocks.
Big Dammy, where you at?
Just on Instagram, beerbelly_lists on Instagram. That's it.
And that is Chris Damager for anyone new to the crew. Big Jen, where you at?
Get Strong Jen 24 on Instagram and Big Jen on Discord. And I'm not Jen Damager, just to be clear for anybody new.
That's fair. For big Curt, we got to keep everything clear for him. Big Andrew Garrison, where are we gonna find you?
Yeah, this is Andrew, by the way.
Big Andrew.
You find me on Instagram on Clawtron. Thank you.
And anyone, since we don't do video anytime soon, is Big Andrew there. His background is my garage gym, and it's just hysterical. And it's like recent. It's like my garage gym from like 24 hours ago. Little shit.
I went to your Facebook page and I grabbed the most recent picture from your gym because I wanted to make sure that your yoke was in there.
Yeah, it literally has my yoke. That yoke kind of sucks. I'm not stoked with it, but it was so cheap that it is.
It's still too warm in there.
In my garage is very hot.
In the
everyone was giving me shit for that. Like no, the venue was perfect. Minus it was just I was sweating profusely all through strongman warm-ups. And as soon as you walked, it's like the strongman platform to perform on was very comfortable. It was just the warm-up room where the door was wide open. And I don't know if it's just a combination of like the door was open, but it wasn't like outside, so you weren't like getting a nice breeze. So you were just getting like a little bit of heat and sun and humidity coming through the door, but like none of the positives of being outside.
I don't know. When that door was open, I thought it cooled that area off a lot, but
I don't know. I'm thinking it was the opposite.
Okay.
But
hey,
all in
by
all,
the
it was
way,
still fine.
Drink Spot or Chill sticks to that door, and that was the best realization I had all weekend. I also could put it right above Grayson, and I'm just slightly taller than him, so he couldn't reach my drink. That was great.
Big Spicy Pizza, where you at, buddy?
I am at Big Spicy Pizza on Instagram and Discord.
It's one of you Big Spicy Pizza on Instagram because I
changed it a couple days ago.
Okay, because every time I have to tag you, it's like Coach 80 fucking 364 or something, and I'm like, it's so hard to find you on Instagram. I always forget it's Coach something. So now you're Big Spicy Pizza on Instagram confirmed.
Big Spicy Pizza 8123.
That'll make that a lot easier. Good deal. Big Nate, who are you?
My name's Big Nate. Coming here from Ohio. Born Tim and Barb many years ago. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm Nate E561. You can find me on SoundCloud as Cut, Copy, and Paste. Or there's another band that I played on. I can't remember the name of it. Goodnight Bestie. Don't look for it, please. You can also find me on strongmanscoreboard.com, where you can get all of your scoreboard needs. Glazesearch.com, show manager for Keith to help him get questionnaires done.
That is the most impressive thing you've ever done. I appreciate that.
Thank you. And soon,
everyone's filled it out except one person.
AbilityRegister.net. Check it out. If you're a small business owner that uses QuickBooks Online, is looking for a point of sale system, AbilityRegister.com for your point of sale needs. We're launching soon. Make sure to get there. So help me pay my mortgage. Thank you.
All right. You can find us on Instagram at Unpaid and Underrated Podcast, website unpaidinternpodcast.com. Go race somebody for that first comment on YouTube. I'm Keith Hunnick at 73 on Instagram. More importantly, go follow my Orange Gym, the No Wine Cellar. And until then, we will see you next Tuesday. Holy fuck, no one's going to listen to this 3-hour episode, but I think it's a blast. It might be a little under. It'll be under 3 hours. I don't think we started recording until like 11 or 8:50 or something.
It's going to be like 2.5. They're all going to love it. And they're going to be jealous that they were not part of it.
So jealous.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was literally laughing profusely at the story of just listening, of remembering Matt laughing, because Matt has this high-pitched squeal.
Yeah,
I don't even know. It's like almost like a little like girl, like hyena, like little laugh squeal thing. And it just makes me laugh so
Matt
hard.
is just a little giggly girl.
Yeah.
That's how I describe him.
Zoom cuts that. That's what I heard in the car is what I got to hear on our episode with Nate. But Zoom cuts it out so you guys couldn't hear it. Like collectively, we couldn't hear it because.
I have a question. I didn't want to bring it up in the episode. It's in the show notes, but I didn't want to. Well, I didn't want to have to look for it in the middle. If it's in the post show, it's a little bit easier to find. What is this Hannah and Grayson got married bit? I don't. What did I miss?
Hannah or Grayson just changed his name to Hannah's husband, right? But I don't get the
story.
Sunday,
somebody was at Massonomics, and somebody couldn't remember Grayson's name. So then they said, "Oh, Hannah's husband. Who's that?" So it's now full circle from being who's Grayson's girlfriend. It's now who's Hannah's husband.
That is funny.
So, can I just tell a quick work story? Sorry, random, but you guys will get it. But I'm like the crew mom, right? But at work, I'm like the work mom, and I work with two short kings, like Grayson, two engineers, young kids, shorter like Grayson, and the ladies in my row make fun of them because it's like I have two children that come over and ask me things. So one of them, he'll want me to like look at the parts that he's bringing over and get him approved and stuff. And she's like, every time he comes over, it's like, "Mom, look what I have today. Can you approve this?" And then and I
pat him on the head.
So yeah, it's so true. And he's so short, like shorter than me, like I could. But and then the other one, it's like like having your other child, but with a completely different personality. He'll be like, "Mom, can we like get this thing for the product?" I'll be like, "No, that's not gonna work." And like, dang it. It's just like two different personalities. And I had never really seen it until the ladies in the row started bringing it up. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm the mom everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Hey, we love you for it. You're a great mom. We appreciate it. Appreciate all you do.
Well, that's what we've always said. That's what we'll always say.
Yeah, never stop saying it.
Yeah, I don't think we really missed him. We talked about a lot of shit.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like we could have and there's a million other things we could have talked about, but
yeah, Twistcone was dope. Dig that place.
We went Twistcone on Sunday. It was just Gary, Kim, and Derek that drove.
I always forget there's two Derek. I mean, I know there's two Dereks, but it's like I don't know how to it has to be like fireman Derek and then Massachusetts Derek. Like I don't know.
Derek who drove, I think, is his new name.
Yeah,
Derek who drove.
Yeah, Derek.
We drive 5 hours.
Here's an observation. I made it last year, and it was more apparent this year that there's a lot of people that are bigger than me and stronger than me, and they eat less than me. I'm just like, so I'm just like, maybe I don't need to eat all this, but still,
we probably should have mentioned waffle irons breakfast.
Oh my gosh!
was it 74 honey buns?
He got 4 breakfasts. He ate 4 He's sitting across from me. He ate 4 breakfasts.
I think I heard about that in the
not
gym.
That big of a guy.
No, he's not. He carries himself well too.
Yeah.
Not sloppy.
It was vastly impressive.
Well, when we were out for dinner on Sunday night, Kim and I both got the same sandwich. We went to Keith's Steakhouse, and Kim ate half of the sandwich, and the lady took it back, and I was like, you didn't want that? Like, didn't you eat the protein out of it? And he was like, did you want to eat it? And I was like, almost like, yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's.
It's always a little awkward. It's like, do you want to eat like the food your buddy didn't eat? Like if it's your wife or your kids or something.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
Like your buddies. Like, can I have your sloppy second sandwich?
Yeah, so I went and ate a huge ice cream cone at Twisted Cone.
I do regret not getting any ice cream out there. Just
Me
never,
too.
never
It was
fit
cool.
into the calendar.
Dude, when we showed up after Tanner's house, there was just a whole live band playing.
Yeah, Stephanie was telling me about that.
It was so funny. Just like showing up.
It was their 50th anniversary or something, wasn't it? Or was something
55th, I think. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. But yeah, that was just so funny to be like, what's going on? There's a whole, okay, this is just a thing that happens in the city, I guess. I guess when you're the only ice cream place in town, you can take liberties to bring out a whole full band. Apparently, someone told me that the band was Megan the Quarter Horse's boyfriend's band, I think I heard, or something like that.
That would track. He's a musician.
So that was cool.
Meeting Megan was because like we did the meet with Megan last year, but she was like really like crew or anything, I think, or maybe she was crew, but I didn't know of Megan until this year, obviously. But meeting her was great. She's such a good. I love talking to her. She's just so friendly.
Yeah.
I think this meet was even better. So I talked to Megan quite a bit, and she obviously was shy last year, but I think that goes for everybody, like even Andrew and like others. So like you guys had your first one under your belt, and then this year I just felt like everybody was a little bit more comfortable, and we chatted more, at least when we got the time to chat. And so it was most certainly better. But yeah,
that's a good observation. I was very nervous last year, and then like last year, like I rented a car, ended up not needing it really all that much, It's like this year I was like, I don't know, I'll just go and wing it because like they're like all my friends.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Fly by the seat of your pants.
Nate, what was it like meeting me for the first time, bud? I know you you always thought you'd never meet me, you'd never get the opportunity. You weren't even sure if I was real or not.
Well, I thought you were avoiding me because you showed up and I was just sitting there and I was like, I'm pretty sure Keith looked this direction and he's not going to come say anything. And I was sitting with like Jen and Chris and Matt and Bremy, and I was like, I'm going to start a timer, and I kind of just want to see how long it takes for Keith to realize I'm here. Because that would be really funny if I could go all of Loggers and him not see me. But then I really wanted like a video of me like walking up to you. So I
think I had the priority of I had to get a food order in because I was starving.
I understand. I was also I
needed a food order and a drink, and basically I tried to like work the room from like closest to the farthest away because it's like, so I'm not the most, I don't know, I always get social anxiety to some extent until you're kind of broken in. Like, even though it's like everyone I know, it's more like, it's not the people, it's just more like I need to like that day to get acclimated and then I'm fine. So Thursday was like, just like 6 hours in a car to then like 50 people.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. No, it's good. Glad to finally meet you. Now that joke's dead. Gotta find a new one. Hey, I killed Tom.
No, Tom killed you.
He wishes. What's he, jujitsu or something?
Yeah.
I think he knows how to do that. I will say I'm very excited for some of these videos I got coming out. I think they're...
Yeah, you got one tomorrow, right?
I don't know. I don't know when.
Because it's fucking midnight. I gotta go.
I'm trying to figure out when to drop them. When the view's gonna come. I don't know how to do this. I'm not a content person.
You gotta wake up and squat in like 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Same Zeus. Well,
the Hong Kong video that came out, that's looking great.
Ooh, okay. Did you post that right before?
I haven't posted it at all, but I have them all edited. Everything's ready. I just haven't posted anything.
Well, I don't have it. I'm not touching Instagram for the rest of the week, so it's all you. Like I did everything. I shout out to
Joey and I forgot we got a good meme that's dropping here.
Nice.
Did you see that, Keith?
Maybe I don't know. Just now? No.
No, we posted about it today.
I have like 6 messages and I haven't looked at.
Nate, you just handle all the small things.
Yeah, I just handle all this. That's exactly it. Yeah.
I really hate you guys.
I love you, Keith.
You guys are so mean to me.
Keith,
because I love you.
Youngest brother.
Yes.
Do you have the biggest younger brother anarchy ever?
I think that's an insult, but maybe
that is not an insult.
We are all who we are, Keith. It's never an insult. You're exactly
Yes, I
exactly who we need you to be.
For sure, the forgotten child. I was the one left behind.
You weren't a middle child.
No, the neglected child. I see what you did there.
I'm a middle child, so I know what it's like to be ignored.
Your wife literally ignored you when you told her you wanted to do a powerlifting meet. Now that's just funny. When you told me that, I laughed so hard.
Yeah, well, the strongman thing that
oh, that's what it was.
Well, no, it was the powerlifting meet, but
okay.
I think she's going to go to the strongman thing. I'm looking to sign up for in October, so I'll try to remind her so she remembers.
Family calendar. Oh, here we go.
Spicy's showing them titties off.
Here we go.
Liver spots.
That's how he won that award.
I wasn't going to jerk off tonight, but now I guess I have to, right, Spicy?
Oh my gosh, there he goes.
I don't know if I've gone to midnight before. I must have.
Well, Keith, we got 2 minutes.
I know, we have to.
We got to push for it. Push for it. And then we can all kiss. We can all kiss each other at midnight.
Making the koozies, making my Keith head koozie. Every time I went around to someone at Tanner's and like I gave him the cheers, it was always had to go like Keith on Keith face. I was pretty happy with that.
Oh, a crazy moment for me. I almost forgot. So Thursday night, I was doing the Hong Kong video, going around trying to get people to do it. And I saw Larry Legend and he was like wearing sunglasses, very afraid. So I just avoided him entirely because he looked scary. And then at the powerlifting meet the next day, when he was like helping doing the strongman stuff, and he had like not stripped down, but like changed into like his t-shirt, and he had like some sort of necklace on, his hair was up, looking all cool and fun. I like walked by him. He's like, "Oh, hey, Big Nate." And I was like, "How the heck do you know who I am? You don't even have the internet. How does he know who I am? This is so weird." I could have asked him for the Hong Kong. But yeah, that was just a moment of just like Larry Legend just calling me out by name.
That is actually really cool.
I talked to Tommy about it. He's like, honestly, if someone was just like, "That's Big Nate," he'll just remember that. And I was like, "That's crazy." But yeah, that was that moment. I was like, what? This is a prank.
We just had Justin on too, so maybe Justin and him are good buddies, so he might have just been like,
"Yeah, but I'm not on the episode." I know, like,
but there's no like you're the third leg of the
pod. I'm hidden. No one knows who I am, except it was surprising to me.
We're the face of you this weekend.
It was surprising to me the amount of people that like knew who I was that like I've never really talked to, or just the amount of kindness people showed and me just being like, I feel like I don't talk to a lot of like a large group of people in the crew, because like I just like walked up to Paul, and Paul's like, "Hey, then how you doing? What you been up to?" And I was like, "I don't know if I've ever actually talked to you, dude. Like, this is cool." So yeah, it was all cool to get out there and see everybody in real life.
I'm glad to have you, bud. Just think if you had you had 24 months of missed opportunities that you could have already been out there.
Well, life is life. I'm pretty sure I had a kid like one of the years.
You had like 2 kids in that time span, haven't you?
Yeah, that is true. I have had 2 children. No.
I keep thinking it's 3 years, but it's only been like 24 months and like a week.
Our third kid came on the first Lift Hard, Live Easy year. That was when Louis came. So we haven't had another one since then.
All right. Hong Kong. Good night, everybody. It was a pleasure.
Bye, Keith. I love you. Don't think we hate you. If you want, I can fly out there. I'll give you a kiss, or I'd drive, honestly.
It is a short drive.
Yeah.
Short. I can give you a log to take back to Kevin. I'll sell it to him cheap. Dude, Kevin fucking graffiti in the inside of my log was hysterical. Because I posted it for sale because I found another one that was like in better condition, and I basically paid like nothing for it in comparison to what it's worth. And he was like, "Well, since you're selling it, I should tell you that I left you a note inside." And I've had this thing for over a year, and I don't know how he did it because like where it's at, like I don't know if he like fucking drew on it with a mirror or like shrunk himself down to get in there. Like I couldn't have like got my arm in there and held a pin like a
Speaking of short kings.
Yeah.
Jen, he hired one of Jen's coworkers. What? How many? Did you get a new log? I saw you were selling that.
Yeah. So no, I got the one. So Kevin did me a solid last year. I paid him amount of money to get that. And I finally got that in March, and then literally like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, there was one in Syracuse for sale. The identical log with no dents in it, because the one I have has a little dent in it, but still completely functional. It's just got a dent on one side. And it was like $120 for like a $400 log. So it's like, yes, I will buy that. And so I had the guy, actually it was 120, and then I had to pay him $20 to deliver it to the strongman show that Dan was hosting in Syracuse that I was already going to. So I was like, I didn't even have to go like pick it up out of my way. I was already going to Syracuse. So I had $140 into a log that's, theoretically, I mean, it's worth $300-$400 to someone. It's just someone has to be in the market for a log, which isn't a large market.
That's capitalism, baby.
But I will
sit on it. How are you
going
to log that on your spreadsheet?
Log. I see that. There's two. There's two of them on there now. All right, I'm going to bed. Love you guys.
I'm trying to see how late I can keep Keith around.
I don't have to. Fuck you. I've been up since fucking 4. I'm good. I'm going to bed.
Well, it's 9 p.m. over here, so I
go fuck yourself.
So late.
I hope you drop your new fucking yoke on your toe.
Jeez. Holy cow, Keith.
It wasn't even
bed.
mean.
Keith, go to bed.
Maybe Keith just hates all
He's
of us.
cranky.
Keith, get out of here. Go deal with some small things or something. I don't know.
I hate you. No, I thought that's the last thing I need is more fucking people picking on me for shit I say.
Reeling them back in.
Literally complimenting the other people at the meet and just saying that's why.
I know.
Thing.
It's
like,
just it's
like
one
Tanner
of those...
literally told me like it was just got too overwhelming and like it only lasts 3 years because it was too much work essentially. So
it's a backhanded compliment of being like, yeah, they handle that. Yeah, they handle that. They just handle the small things, and it's like there's so many other cracks to fill. But it is two very large things that they don't have to handle. You are right.
It's like 40% is just like done already.
But the words that you said were very funny.
Well, Tommy will never hear it, and Tanner knows I mean well, so we're good.
I did get an LOL in the chat, so I feel Tanner's told me I look jacked. He's said LOL to my joke. I'm doing really good tonight. I really can't go to bed. I'm riding a high.
I mean, you kind of blew him into Uncle Sam, so hopefully he's not too mad at you.
Huh?
You blew him into Uncle Sam about
that's true.
Profit.
The 30% tax he's gonna have to pay on that $35 is probably gonna break the company.
I mean,
it's a write-off, maybe. I don't know. Listen, the amount of money he spends on those cardboard things offsets any profit he'll ever make.
The amount of money he spends on Friday, like I feel like we should all Venmo him $20 for Friday because like that is a net loss of a couple $1,000s.
You think?
Well, a porta john alone for a couple of days is probably $300-$400.
Oh, I guess that on its own.
The food itself, $500 probably.
I'm very curious about their pork cooking technique. I should have asked.
So, I mean, if it's under $1,000, it'd be.
I think there's an episode in the backlog where he talks about how they get all the pork.
Oh,
like it's a really early one when they had like a party for the gym. Like an anniversary party for the gym. I think it's the one where they rented out this space and got. They went in there the next day and there was just like.
Beers, all the beer bottles. Yeah, there was like 70,000 half-drank beers. I remember them talking. That was a funny episode.
I might be confusing a couple, but I think
the Arby's.
Yeah, he has the Arby's one. Where he's like, you know what's awesome is to just go get a bunch of Arby's.
Arby's roast beef.
I gotta fuck up some Arby's right now. Dinner was literally like 7 hours ago.
I had pulled pork with cheese.
I saw that. That's funny. Committed to the bit.
I told my wife, I was like, some people don't like cheese on their pulled pork sandwich. She's like, why not?
Big
don't get it started.
Nate Mo did have like shredded cheese on his when he posted that thing on Instagram.
His fucking scans and did you guys watch Jake's?
Yeah,
like that was
twins.
If you literally closed your eyes, it was goddamn Scance's voice. Like, it was so.
I was about to say, if you closed your eyes, they literally looked the same, and I was like, Keith, well, yeah,
no,
I mean,
like the inflect, like the way he was able to turn on Canadian Scance, it was unimpeccable.
I'm just bummed Chris wouldn't do a 1-for-1, and we're live with Huck Finn on video.
Oh, I did it with Huck Finn.
I know, and I was like, let's go back. We need to get this on video, and you're like, no. And I was like, okay. Okay, fine.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Flo Flo talked a lot, but it was like talking to Letterkenny, like every character on Letterkenny.
I was around him a lot, but I didn't get a ton of interaction with him.
I think I chalked his back.
Dude.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so someone just handed me, and they're like, "Can you get my back?" And I was like, "This is."
Oh no, you got Bryce.
No, it wasn't Bryce.
Get a letter?
I would have remembered it was Bryce. I'm pretty sure it was Flo. I did his back and just covered my cup of coffee in chalk. It was awesome.
It probably made it taste better.
Yeah, just like Tums, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, Keith, are you really going?
No, hold on, Keith. Before you go,
smarter because I've been keeping Stephanie up all night than about me.
You gotta quiet down. We're gonna get you a little cabin out in your backyard you can podcast from.
That's called my garage gym, but it's 1,000 degrees out.
Nah, not at this time of night. It's probably nice.
It feels very nice right now. I'm out there.
There it is. There it is.
I need to get my images back up and running on my computer because I couldn't. It wouldn't let me do photos only.
Yeah, you gotta have it on your file system.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
Apps are weird about that because even on iPhone, certain things only take from certain places. It drives me nuts.
You start medical school yet, there, Garrett?
Yeah, I'm getting my white coat tomorrow, so that's kind of cool.
Ooh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got to drive 3 hours to Kansas City in the morning, though.
Yes,
so
we know you don't like to drive.
I fucking hate driving.
Traveling, it's horrible.
Sunday was the worst day of my life.
Of your life.
Like
wow.
your 2-hour drive home.
I had to drive from Aberdeen to Wichita. It's like it added up to 11 hours.
Okay. That's a lot of hours.
That is a lot of hours.
I've seen what you eat. Like every day has to be like the worst day of your life.
Boom, roasted.
Boom, roasted.
Got him.
No, that's like the best part of my day.
Your life is a weird thing, man. Need to rethink some priorities. That should be on you should put it on the Q&A, the wedding Q&A. Will we serve Garrett food at the wedding? Probably not.
No, the place we have for the wedding,
at a water park.
They make the food for us, so I don't get a choice in that.
That's a bummer.
Did you say you have to have at least one soft thing?
On his wedding night, he probably shouldn't.
Key.
Well, I'm done now.
Oh, you can't set up that low-hanging fruit and not expect me to fondle it.
Okay, well, Keith's too tired. He's saying all kinds of things.
It's got to have penis jokes.
We got to get him out of here. Oh, I got a meme for that. Hopefully, I don't know when we're going to post those.
Yeah, more memes about making fun of me.
Well, we got one for everybody.
Down. Jeez.
No, guys, I do need to go. I got to go put the daughter to bed.
Okay.
No, we won't let anyone go. This podcast is Hotel California.
Eagles are a superior band.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Nope. Stay. You can't go. You can't go.
Now I feel like I can't go. Okay. Bye.
See everybody in Crew Falls.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, pizza.
Bye.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Nate.
Make sure you check out strongmanscoreboard.com. Okay, bye.
Hong Kong.